to our first episode of Comics and Cold Ones. Unfortunately, this is take 2 because we just did
28 minutes.
28 minutes of footage to realize that we were not recording. Anyway, we're going to be talking about some Marvel stuff, upcoming stuff, and stuff that's been going on. My name is Cameron Latulip.
I'm Nolan Jules.
I'm Garrett McClellan.
I'm Glenn Sudworth.
Jeremy McLean.
Moon Knight.
I have like.
Oh, man.
Triggers me to
Yeah. So...
We did such a deep dive, too.
So episode 5.
Okay, no, let's go. Episode 1.
Let's just go.
Episode 1. Start with episode 1.
We're going all the way
Anybody
back.
remember episode 1?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
starts
Yeah.
with
Yes,
Steven.
it starts with
Steven.
Steven,
Every
yes.
day I wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the girl, you got to talk. Let's talk about the
Layla.
little girl.
Oh,
No, the little girl
one
from the
that,
museum.
Like foreshadows episode 5.
Yeah, she foreshadows.
Yeah.
She's like, how do you
That's a new
feel not getting in or dying
What was it
before
called?
you
The Field
get
of
to the
Reeds?
Field of
Field of
Reeds?
Reeds.
Yeah.
And then Steven
I forgot about that.
doesn't
Yeah, that
end
was
up
something
making
I wasn't
it.
even
Yeah.
putting together at all.
Yeah.
I did not even realize that.
Yeah.
That's big.
Oh, actually, there was another one too when she says if he's late again,
She
he'll
said
put him in
something,
the
yeah.
sarcophagus.
Yes.
And he ends up
Oh,
in the sarcophagus.
Yeah, that's the
God.
main
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Uh-huh.
on that note, do you think the whole show has been just a trip?
I don't know.
No.
Because when he's like doing what last episode, episode 4, when he's like seeing like for the
You mean episode 5?
Like the,
no episode
the
4
mental
when
institute
he, yeah
thing?
the mental institute when he's doing that, you see everybody that's been in the show before sitting down in chairs in some different ways, and then like the stuffed teddy bears kind of thing, like when he's
goldfish is
stocking
there.
shelves, the goldfish
Yeah.
is there. Goldfish is also in
no,
episode
he
5.
draws the episode, like when he's a kid, he draws
He
a
draws-
one
The one
The
fish
one
goldfish.
fish. No, he doesn't draw it. His brother draws it.
Yeah, his
His
brother.
brother
Because-
draws it, yeah.
Either way, there's
Because
some-
in episode-
That
in
might
ep-
that
Yeah,
makes
that's
it
why it's
more
in
of
there.
it might just be all of
Like that.
I don't
like,
know. Yeah.
something is going on.
To
in the set.
include that,
Something is
that's
fake.
like what?
Why?
yeah. Like why would that be a thing from his childhood?
Kind of
that's
makes
in
you
his
feel
life
like
again. Now?
why even do it though? If it's kind of like a big fuck
Man.
you.
It is like
I'll
a big.
tell you, man.
Maybe
Like
it's just a shout out
for
to Nemo.
what was it?
Everyone
Four? No,
5
yeah.
episodes.
Yeah, well, five is the one that they just had with
Yep.
all the
Happened,
boat
yeah.
ride and everything. But 4, like for a bit of it, when they had him sitting at the table and he was like when Arthur was sitting at the table talking to him, I was going, are they gonna do this? Are they gonna actually make it like this was all in his head?
Yeah, completely.
I was like, because there's
flip the
no way
switch.
they do this, but at the same time, like
There's
they're
no
going
way.
they're going with this for a while.
But
And then when they even came back to it in episode 5, I was like, how? Like, what's the reasoning behind this? How are they explaining this? Is this somehow like Ethan Hawke on the outside trying to, or I was thinking like break something out of him, like he needs something from him, and he's got to break him in order to do that, or
Okay, I don't know where this came from, but maybe this just popped in my head somewhere. So you know when he has the cane between like the people's arms,
Yeah.
and it's swaying
Yeah.
back and forth. Maybe the mental institute is him trying to figure out
that was
what is right and what's wrong.
Yeah.
Like if his body's
Like, if
good
he's
enough
worthy.
to live, worthy or not.
I had a thought like that, like maybe that's like he does it for a second and that's what happens,
it,
but
yeah.
like for him.
because he has like so many
For-
mental.
he has to
or
go
go
through
through all
him-
the
personalities,
memories.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking like that's even like that's what Ethan Hawke is seeing, and that's what he's doing.
yeah.
Yeah, like during
That's what I mean,
during
yeah,
the
for
swinging
sure,
there,
yeah.
it's like he's in this institute with whoever and figuring out whether or not they're good or not. But at the same time, he just shot him dead.
Yeah.
That's
Without any like the Moon Knight protection too. like,
Yeah.
it's-
there's something fake about it.
But that's what
Don't know which one is real, which one's fake.
the
yet, but
Marvel
one of them's-
TV shows like giving you a big spur you didn't see coming at all, like with WandaVision and Quicksilver,
Yeah.
where
Oh,
nobody
I
could have
hate-
guessed that.
I
happened.
hated Ralph Boner so much.
Man.
Evan
That
Peters
whole
and-
Ralph Boner
yeah.
thing was
Like
such
you get
a,
so excited.
was such a just
It's
little
the X-Men
fuck
Quicksilver,
you.
Yeah, little
and then
tease that.
no, it's some
Oh.
random dude named Ralph.
No, it's fucking Boner.
It was dumb,
Ralph
man.
Boner.
No, that was the biggest.
And
Boner killer
maybe
is
that
what
could
it
be
was.
what they're
Yeah.
doing here. And it's all in someone else's head.
No, that was
It
that
might
one.
all be in Jake Lockle's head, and it's all coming from somewhere
No.
completely different.
I think Jake Lockley's gonna be like.
I think he's a season 2 tease. I think.
Do you think
I
we're gonna
think-
get a season 2?
No,
Or is he going to
I
movies?
think so far out of all the shows, I think. Well, no, not because Loki's already confirmed for season 2.
Yes.
But I think
Soon,
Moon Knight. I think Moon Knight is definitely getting another season.
Well, what if got a second
Because
season?
I feel like
Well, yeah,
like
but they can do
WandaVision.
anything with
What
that.
if's gonna get like 20
WandaVision-
seasons?
They straight out.
They've already said it, and I mean, like they finished it, and I said,
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
They finished
Like,
it. I said
go
that's
back, yeah.
that's the end of it. You know,
big
It was
rumors
just
that-
like
it's too. It'd be too different of a thing to.
WandaVision's
yeah.
follow-up is the Doctor Strange movie coming out
Yeah.
next
Yes,
week.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
then she's supposed to get her own something. It
Yeah.
says Marvel project.
Yeah.
It doesn't say movie show.
And I think that I doubt that they
Scarlet
do.
Witch.
I doubt they do another season of Falcon.
Falcon and
Now
Falcon.
Captain.
No, 'cause they got
America
America.
and
Yeah.
Thor.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's
And then
got his own
Hawkeye's
movie.
second season's gonna be Echo.
No,
Yeah.
don't.
No,
No,
actually,
she's-
what they're doing
she's
is
gonna get her own little thing.
she's
too.
getting
It's not
one.
just
Her
gonna
and
be
Her and Yelena are getting
Yeah,
one.
we're getting
Yelena.
Oh, they are doing
I
that?
didn't know Yelena was
Yeah.
going to that too.
Uh-huh.
yeah, Yelena.
They did have good
Love
chemistry
to
on
see it. I
screen.
love
for
Florence
that.
Did
Pugh.
they ever? Yeah.
Florence Pugh
Florence
was
Pugh was
a
great.
Oh my God.
great casting.
Yeah,
Chef's kiss.
yeah, she's great. Like just on her own.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
she was the gold. But yeah, they're getting their own. I'd say it's a show. They wouldn't give those to
Yeah.
a movie. I don't think. I dare say.
Yeah, so
What
Maybe.
movie could they do?
I like the shows between the movies.
It would hard to be because
they're
you.
doing.
What would you call it? Like Hawkeye and Black Widow. Like
Yeah, is she
Next
gonna
Generations?
be the new? Yeah.
yeah,
Because she
Could
like in the
be-
comics, she becomes the new
could
Black
be,
Widow, right? Like in the new Avengers.
What's her name's?
Yeah.
From the girl from Friends. Her
Phoebe.
team.
Phoebe.
yeah.
Courtney Cox.
Courtney Cox. Yeah, it could be her team.
Oh,
that
yeah.
could be the what's it?
It's
the-
Seinfeld.
The
bro.
Thunderbolts?
It's Seinfeld.
Yeah,
That's
she's
not
from-
Courtney
You're thinking of
Cox.
Elaine.
Yeah.
You goof.
Whatever, same thing. Seinfeld's a stupid show anyway. So is
Oh
Friends.
my God.
How
We
did
don't-
you think that was Courtney Cox?
We don't
Thank
tolerate that
God
slander.
This is fucking comic book episode.
We don't tolerate that
On
slander
on
TV.
here.
Oh my
I don't like
goodness.
Seinfeld
Oh
and
my
I don't like
goodness.
Friends.
Man, but you like The Office, don't you?
No, I don't like The Office.
I like
Only
The
How I
Office.
Met Your
I like The
Mother.
Office and I
I'm
like
a How I Met
Seinfeld.
Your Mother guy.
Dial it back.
We're getting
Yeah,
off topic.
I think season 2 for Moon Knight. I think Moon Knight's
Yeah.
getting another season. I think they do that, and then I feel like we're gonna get a second season of Moon Knight before we get Midnight Suns.
I think they
I think
either,
so.
I say
either
Midnight
they
Suns
do
get
a
teased
second
in the
season-
Halloween
I
Werewolf
think
by
we
Night.
get I think we get a lot of teasers. We get a lot of stuff that's like.
There's so
Oh,
much going on.
they're
man.
coming.
That's
There's
the
so
issue.
much.
There's-
But then
well,
I
Kevin
I
Feige's
feel like
literally in an estate right now.
On-
just
on the Marvel
doing
tree.
yeah, they're doing the
nothing
10 years.
Yes,
10
just
years.
for the
like,
next
think
10
about that.
years.
How old am I now? 25. So
Yes,
like they're
35.
planning until
Yeah.
I'm 35.
I
Right
bet
now.
they're-
I don't even know what I'm gonna be
I
doing.
bet
in the
they're
next
planning
year.
more than 10 years, but just saying
Yeah.
10 years.
Do
Yeah.
we think that they're gonna do 10 years and stop? Like, do they plan on?
Never.
doing,
No,
like,
this
There
this
There's
will
has
ne-
to be a
It
stop.
is?
There's never
No,
going to be a
as
As
stop.
long as they make money, they won't stop.
Yeah, this won't stop until the money runs dry. And
Yeah.
then even at that point, it's just going to be like everybody. There's something happens, everybody dies. We started over now.
I say we
Like
get
a-
at
like a
least 5
reset.
years
Yeah,
where
it's
it's
like
not
slightly
that
New
different.
good.
generation.
They should
yeah.
end it with Secret Wars.
That's what I was
If they
gonna
want to
say,
reboot the
yes.
MCU after
Secret
that,
Wars is
big.
coming, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's-
Secret Wars is
Not,
going
no.
to be.
not officially. But
Not like
It's
I
going
don't
to be
think.
within that 10 years.
Yeah, it's not in the next like 3 to 5 years.
I'm thinking of Secret Invasion,
Yeah.
not Secret Wars.
Secret Invasion's
yeah.
coming.
Secret
later.
Invasion's
That's
coming.
coming in a
Secret
very
Invasion
Yeah.
is definitely
That's
dialed
next
down.
next
That might
year.
We'll
happen
end up getting a Civil
year.
War too at
Next year
some
with
point in the
the-
next
With
Yeah.
Samuel L.
few years.
Yeah, true.
with in Secret Invasion.
Do they
Yeah.
think? Do we?
Well, no,
do
it's-
they? The Marvels. Are they gonna tease Secret Invasion with
Secret.
No.
Hold on, let me check the thing. I don't know which comes first.
The
Mar-
Marvels just got delayed.
Marvel's just got
Marvel's
delayed.
comes out June 2023.
that? June, right? And
But I think
Quantumania
Secret
got
Invasion
bumped
comes out-
up until.
Secret Invasion's filmed.
I don't have Secret
And-
Invasion in here.
Is it like a firm film?
Oh, it's
Pretty
not on the.
sure- I'm
It's
pretty
not
sure
on the
Samuel
list.
Jackson filmed it because they showed parts of him
They've
in
been
the
filming
movie.
for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's been done filming because of COVID. Like,
I don't know
There's
which
just
comes
so
first.
much. I
I
don't
don't,
know.
I
either.
don't know. I don't know.
Secret
the
I thought
Invasion,
Secret
I
though.
think it's the Marvels,
Secret
right?
Invasion.
It was
no,
originally
Secret,
the Marvels,
Secret Invasion.
But now I think it's Secret Invasion.
Is
And
it?
that's might
because
be why
they go
pushed it back.
Quantumanium, and then there's not a big gap there.
I think that's
to
in
do
between.
the Marvels. Like, there's not a big gap there because Quantumania is in what?
Hey Google.
March.
No,
February
it's in
2023.
They had the Marvels in February and had Ant-Man in July, and then
Yeah.
They
yesterday
switched
the
them.
two of them switched.
Switched.
For
a reason.
That
for
might be the
question mark
reason.
reasons.
So I think.
Because Ant-Man dies.
So does that make sense? So I think Secret Invasion's later then, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
They would have to set it up.
It's
somehow.
probably in March. They usually release shows
Are
in
you
March.
looking it up?
Oh yeah, Secret Invasion's a show. I'm thinking
Secret
it's a movie.
Invasion it actually does not have a date, but what they expected to be right now is February 2023.
So probably
So
March.
So
So
that-
that's in line with Ant-Man.
So,
So
right
that
Yeah.
might be
So
why
what
they
were-
moved.
So it might have been like, okay, we don't want Captain Marvel 2 movie and
Two
Secret
of
Invasion
her-
coming out.
Right next to each other.
They've
Yeah, okay.
they've yet to do anything. Well, I guess WandaVision and multiverse are going to be the first like
Who that collide.
tie-in from
Yeah.
a show.
From a
Disney,
show, yeah.
Disney put out a thing today and said things you need to watch before Multiverse Madness.
Oh yeah,
And it was Doctor Strange 1, What If,
yeah. I was going to
WandaVision,
say what if.
and No Way Home. those were the movies.
That's
I
true.
think there's going to be a
Judging
lot
by the trailers,
of
What
tie-ins.
If is definitely a big thing we have to
What-
have to rewatch.
One thing.
What if?
Yeah.
is in
What
there.
If's a
What
big
if?
one.
What if is gonna that was something I couldn't get Chan behind. She didn't like the animation on
That's
it.
fair.
That's
I like the
I
anima-
liked it.
I
I
like
thought it was-
animation
I
stuff
liked
a
it,
little
but
more.
I don't think anybody
when it
really
goes to
took it like
superheroes.
serious.
Yeah.
'Cause it's an animated show. They were
I,
like,
mean,
oh, no, it doesn't matter.
I didn't
just
really
connect,
take it seriously until I saw that last teaser.
The Shield.
Yeah. That's not. Do you know what? It's not even a spoiler. If you were on
No,
the
it
internet when
was
poster
in
got
the
dropped.
internet.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
I
a
watched it,
it's
yeah.
a
And you knew
confirmed
it was-
trailer. It's-
Yes.
Yeah.
Because when they put out that first post where like they had all the glass shattering
Yeah.
and they snuck
Yeah.
in a bunch of Easter eggs. Where, like,
Oh,
the
yeah, that-
Captain
that-
Marvel logo. Like
Shield
that
Brown.
shield was
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if
And
you
Deadpool's
went-
face.
Yeah.
Deadpool's
All right,
was
we
not.
got to save multiverse.
I was just thinking
Yeah,
that.
save
I was like,
multiverse
we're
for
getting
later.
a little too deep into
We'll
it.
get
Let's jump back to
So
Moon Knight.
Moon
Yeah.
Knight.
The white suit.
White suit.
I'm just gonna say it. Moon Knight itself is way better than Mr. Knight. I think the.
Yeah, 'cause
I
Mr.
think
Knight's more of a joke.
The
I
Mr.
think
Knight's
the
been made into a
outfit-
joke, and
Yes.
Mr. Knight's a comedic relief, but in,
He is.
And Mr. Knight, I think in comics,
Stephen
is
with a
meant to be
B.
like,
he's a billionaire.
yeah, he's like a
Yeah.
which they still.
I
might
think
do.
I think
Yeah.
Mr. Knight is like, it's supposed to be like he's Moon Knight undercover,
Yeah.
Oh,
but,
okay,
but
yeah.
somehow nobody makes the connection.
Okay.
I think he's like, I think they're like, yeah, we're not tolerating people or like superheroes beating up random people
yeah.
anymore. And then he was like, all right, I'll be Mr. Knight, and then I think he just started beating up people.
Why would the same
anyway.
Why would
just
the same
gonna-
person be Moon Knight and Mr. Knight? It just doesn't make sense.
I'm just gonna
There's
keep.
no way they would make it this obvious.
It's
Yeah.
like putting on a pair of glasses and you don't know it's the
You're
same
Clark
person
Kent,
anymore.
yeah.
No, it's in Marvel. It's a hat.
It's a
Yeah,
hat.
it's a
sunglasses.
All have those sunglasses.
Yeah. Incognito mode.
I think we talked about it in the other recording, but
one.
episode 5 emotionally has
Was the
been
tearjerker.
that
the
was
worst, yes.
that was
was
a
a-
hard hitting TV moment from Disney, man. Like that
It was ripped.
talking
wasn't
into all the
even,
abuse.
like-
It's showing
It
that
wasn't even like
the-
everything that like happening. Like obviously like
Yeah.
his mom dying and his brother dying
Oh,
was
it was
obviously like sad and stuff. But like his
No, fuck
emotion,
Trigger's mother.
his emotion behind like everything and the way he like acted it out was just perfect.
yeah.
I think the
It
man
was great.
outshined RDJ in acting.
You did
in
say
the
this.
scene.
You have said this.
And I said
Like,
that since episode
he
4,
is-
I think it was.
he is very
That
good.
episode was.
But
He is
episode 5, I was like, okay, like he
good.
just
That episode was.
solidified my opinion.
I had
very good
one point
acting.
when it was like it was just going between. I think it was just when he's Stephen Grant talking to Arthur Harrow, and I
Yeah,
was like, man,
that's-
it's crazy how. Like I'm watching it and I'm like, this is a different character.
Oh,
It's
it's
like,
like-
you don't
it
even-
is 100%.
Like I don't
It's-
even think like, okay, he's just being silly, he's being a British guy.
You
now.
don't
It's
even like look at the face.
Yeah, it's like this
it's
is a
completely
different guy,
person, yeah.
He
and
is-
that blows my mind how you can do that.
He's
so
a great
well.
character actor, and he
Yeah.
and for this show where he has played multiple characters as one person, it
Yeah.
just
Oh, it's
pulls
great.
it
Wait till he
together
brings
so
out 3.
well.
He's already brought out 3. I think in episode 5 where he's bouncing between like comes in and out.
Yeah.
Yes,
Where it's, like,
he's
the
doing
broken
song.
nose and
Yeah.
stuff. Yes,
'Cause
we talked
like,
about
when
this,
he's coming
but
back, he doesn't have a nose thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
in certain parts, he has the bandage on his nose and his
Yeah.
face is a mess, and even the hair's different because it's like, I think Steven has the more like slick back look.
It's
or
like
comb
Yeah.
over
the
thing.
yeah.
like he
Mark,
kind of looks like
Mark
a
is
business.
more like
Yeah,
Mark
no,
has, like,
Steven looks more
like,
of a nerdy,
not
and
rugged.
Mark has like the
Yeah.
brush back look, and
Yeah.
Jake's kind of like
he has like
both, but he's
an
like-
army cut
Yeah.
almost like
Jake's the
Mark
rough
has.
one, and
Episode 5 though, there's so much that's got to be wrapped up in it's such a short time.
that's the only thing that's
I'm worried about that.
like every episode, 1 to 5 was a banger for me. And then when I saw episode 5, and it was like, okay, he like Steven just died. He's still like on not the ancestral plane, but the field of reeds.
yeah.
yes.
yeah,
Like he's still stuck there.
Yeah.
And now he still has to go back, beat Harrow. Steven's gonna come back. He's not gonna stay dead.
Steven's
Yeah.
not dead. No.
Unless like they decide to tease, like that's their big tease.
And then
Well,
the,
like,
and then the,
Steven is back. And
there's
you
no
know
way
what,
they
here's
can
But like
Jake.
Yeah.
Steven
then the
was
Jake,
like,
yeah, then the Jake stuff, and then whatever else they want to
yeah, but
go
Steven
forward
was
with teasing.
created in Mark's mind. So the thought could die, but why can't he just bring that thought
That's
back?
that's
because
my
it was a
thought.
traumatic
Yeah.
thing.
Well, he's
It was
gonna have to
caused.
go
It was
through
caused by
something.
trauma.
I don't.
Like he
I
knows
think,
it's there, but
Okay.
it's not like something you can just turn off. Like okay, like bring my personality back.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I think he's. I think he's just.
yeah.
I think he's just there. I think
You
it.
think
the-
he's just always there?
I
Yeah.
think
think-
he's gonna something serious is gonna happen to him, and that's when it comes back.
What's your
I
name?
think him dying was more. It's like Steven dying was more just symbolic
Yeah.
for him, kind of
realizing that
himself
he
as a person.
he
deal
can
with your
do it
shit.
on his own.
Yeah, I think Steven's still gonna be there, and I think it's just gonna. I don't even think it's gonna be like a big
I like the thing where
get him back thing.
Just a little
It was just
teaser
like a
thing.
big-
He's just gonna walk past a mirror and be like,
there he is.
Yeah.
That type of thing. Yeah, I can see that.
Forget
But,
some time or something. And
So what I could see them
Yeah.
doing is like, it's the Jake thing. I don't know how they're gonna break Jake in. Jake is there. He's there.
He
They
is
showed him.
it back there.
He's there.
He's
I mean,
a certain
he
amount of
is there.
things.
He's obviously
It's happened twice already.
We've
That
seen it
way.
I
twice.
see
Yeah.
Jake coming in during a big fight moment.
I don't think he's
gonna
coming this
switch
season.
and-
Because if Jake is the most violent one out of the three,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark's like not as violent.
Mark has
So
some.
there might be
Mark has
Mark-
a little bit of
He has
he's
into
like
the
a
moral
really
code.
bad,
where
yeah.
he's like getting beat by Hero, and then like that's
He
what
realizes
triggers
that
it.
he's gonna get his ass.
He needs
whooped
to
in
shut
there.
off
And then
his
Jake
morals.
comes in as
Yes,
because Jake
exactly.
is Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Jake and Mark are Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steven is Mr.
And Mr. Knight.
Yes,
which is so
But-
weird.
it's a lot to think about.
Yes.
Oh, the
Like
amount
me,
of
like
times, like,
going into this, I had no idea what was
nobody
going
did.
on.
Yeah.
When episode
no
1 came
idea
out,
what was
a
happening.
bunch of people watched it, and I had a bunch of people message me, and they were like, "What is going on in the show? I don't
Yeah.
understand." it." I said, "I'm new to Moon Knight." I said, "I know very little. He's kind of like Marvel's Batman,
Yeah.
but in like he doesn't dress in all black, like he's white."
dresses
He's
in
all
all
white.
white.
He
Yeah.
dressed in white 'cause
He's
he
the
wants
complete
them-
opposite,
He
yeah.
wants them to see him.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty like
That's
menacing on
badass,
its
man.
own.
Mhm.
Look, that's going into it. All I know is there's a Mr. Moon or a Mr. Knight and Moon Knight.
Shannon, with me watching, like we watched through. We went to episode 4, and she said she saw the hippo lady, and she said, "I'm sorry, Cam, I can't watch any. I can't watch this
No,
anymore."
she
with
was
you."
good. Though.
I-
She said I can't. She said I can't watch this anymore.
Yeah,
she was like.
she was good.
When
She
you
was
get into
just
stuff
good,
like
but
that,
she was just like this
Yeah.
is just hoopty, and I can't follow it.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
confused. She was like, I thought Steven was the main guy and Mark was the alter ego. I was like, well, that's
That's the
what
point.
they tried to make.
Yeah.
they're
it.
all
Yes.
one person. The thing I really like is like it's they do a serious thing. Like they do
Yeah.
dissociative identity.
Yeah.
So that's a
Yeah.
big thing.
Big
It's a
thing.
yeah.
And considering it's like Marvel, Disney.
well,
like,
if-
Well,
that's a
they're
if
big
starting.
to,
They're
like-
finally starting to take Marvel in that different direction, not just the family fun movies. They're making
Yeah.
a lot more
Oh, they're
serious
making
now.
it like
starting to
And
tackle
it's
actual
getting-
issues.
Especially
like-
if you're going to bring Deadpool in at some point, you want to start
It's
here
gonna
and
be-
And
move
they,
on.
have
they said they're
Yeah.
going to keep Deadpool R-rated.
R-rated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good,
Which,
yeah.
like, good on them.
I say this
Yeah,
is their
for sure.
test of let's see how far we can push it and still
because
keep
even,
everyone
like,
around.
Moon Knight's only like PG.
Yeah.
13 or
It just
whatever
has
they use.
it has a serious
Well,
moment.
like that's pretty not dark, but
I think
there's
with
like
it touches
lot
on a lot of
there's
issues.
Yeah, it's a
adult
lot,
stuff.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like a 10-year-old couldn't really understand
what's
Yeah.
going on. They're
Like,
just
bouncing
there
between
for
different people,
like the
like, okay,
action
why does
and
he have
like
a different accent? Why is he in a
It's
Yeah.
also
suit?
probably going to help some kids learn what that is too, and it's a learning moment for a lot of people.
And I mean,
Yeah,
it
it is.
And it also
Yeah.
gives people with DID like here's a here's a
here's the hero for you.
Yeah.
And
superhero.
he just became like a fan favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
Like
Moon Knight,
instantly.
He's shot to the
someone
top.
that nobody knows, and like realistically, it's a lot to understand. Like
Yeah.
when you get into
It
like
is,
Egyptian
yeah.
Pretty
gods.
It's
when
a
you're
lot of
going
credit
when you're
to
going
us, guys.
mainstream, he's pretty obscure.
Oh,
for
yeah.
They
Absolutely.
talk about
so.
so many different gods and stuff too. Like
Yeah.
you really have
Can
to pay
we
attention.
can we take a moment to talk about the ancestral plane and how she talked
Yes,
about
she
that?
talked about the
She's
ancestral
subtly
plane.
gone.
Yes,
She was like, "Oh, it's such
It
a
was
nice
very
place."
Subtle, but like that's big.
That is
So
big.
basically,
Like,
that
there's-
means that there is an afterlife in Marvel. Like,
Yes.
nobody is actually dead.
Mephisto
Per se.
confirmed.
Mephisto confirmed.
You can't say those things.
But it's also like the fact that you go to whatever you believe in.
You believe
that's,
in,
That's
yes,
that's,
that's the
what
thing,
your
yeah.
afterlife is. So I
And
mean,
And Steven is fully believed in the Egyptian gods.
yeah.
And
I mean, I'm sure Mark does as
Mark,
well. 'cause
yeah,
he's
yeah.
commanded by
Well,
one.
yeah. But, yeah.
oh, that scene where
Oh, when they
when
can't
he brings
shoot.
him in, he does
Oh,
that first
yeah.
suit up.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that was sick.
That was
great.
so good.
Oh,
I know a god,
Fist
but
of
I don't
Vengeance
believe
by
in them.
Moon Knight.
Yes.
Oh, that was amazing. Top tier stuff.
Literally.
So how do you think they're gonna wrap it up? Like,
Okay, here, not wrap it up. How do you think the next episode's going to start? Because he's in the field of, or he's in the field of reeds, and
Is he out or is he still in?
He's-
got off
he's
the
no,
in the
he's
reeds.
still
He's
in.
in the
He's
fucking
in.
grass
He's
field,
in the
right?
field
Yeah,
of
He didn't even,
reeds.
he didn't even like wake up. He just like turned
Yeah,
and
it
he
was
was and he was
different
there.
He's in the
Yeah.
field of reeds, but
because the soul.
They were going to see Osiris.
it's all sun.
Osiris?
There's
That's
not,
what they said. It was they were going to see
There's
Osiris.
not nighttime. It's
Yeah.
full like
boat's
noon.
gone. They're in like
Daytime.
cornfield.
He has no powers.
It's
no
because
nothing
his soul
connecting
got
him to
balanced
Khonshu.
right at the end of the episode.
So
Yeah.
where is he now though?
He's in the field of reeds.
He's in,
He's
like,
in the field
so
of
he's-
reeds.
He's,
yeah,
Yes.
in, he's in the heaven.
He's in their heaven.
He's like, because they were going to like.
They were going
the
to see
door
Osiris.
Because
yeah.
Osiris has the
And
door
I'm
back.
guessing this is like the in between before like, because the hearts
Oh, I
weren't
got it.
exactly.
You got it?
What do you got there, Cam?
I think he's got to the field of reeds because he just balanced the souls. Steven's gone. I think he's got to bring him back.
Bring Steven back.
I think he's got to manifest Steven again
Well, the whole
to imbalance his scales again, so then he can go see Osiris
so
and
the
come
whole
back.
thing, which I thought was really cool, when everyone
that's a good
yeah,
guy.
Yeah,
That's how they
I get
bring
what you
Jake.
mean. Yeah.
when Steven died,
Maybe he tries to bring Steve back and
Yeah.
he brings out Jake.
when
Yeah,
Steven died,
balances in the other direction.
and everyone was talking about how emotional it was, everyone said Mark created Steven as a defense mechanism for all of his trauma.
Yes.
His mom beating him.
All
which-
that, yes.
A funny thing came out. It was like, who was now the worst MCU parent? And it had like Tony Stark, Thanos, and all these people that's compared to Moon Knight's mom. These are very different things, but let's roll with it.
She ruined one
Yeah.
kid's life.
But she did him good.
ruined his life.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but he created Steven as like a defense mechanism to her.
yes.
Yeah.
And then it was like Steven. Everyone thought Mark was the protector to Steven because he's like the Moon Knight. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
like-
is.
And everyone was like, no, Steven is the actual protector to Mark. He literally spent his entire life protecting Mark, like any emotional
Yeah.
thing. Like
Yes.
the
Yeah.
only reason Steven didn't know about Layla is because that was Mark's only happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else was Steven because of the
Oh,
sad stuff. Mark
shit.
doesn't want to deal with it.
Oh,
And then it was like
shit.
Steven spent his entire life protecting Mark right up until he died on the ship. Like his last moment
Was saving
was
her.
Steven saving Mark.
Wow.
And I was like, bro.
Yeah, that's a
you just
lot.
got me good.
But
Wow.
like we talked about before, though, it doesn't seem like he's been through that. It doesn't
Steven?
seem like Steven's been through any sort of
No,
abuse
it
or
was
anything
the
like
mo-
that.
No,
it was
he
the
has-
moment
he's not
on the
aware of it.
ship.
Yeah,
Like,
because
all that's blocked
he
out.
loves Ma, and
That's why he doesn't
Yeah.
know Layla.
he thinks he talks to her every day.
Calls
It
her
was
every
the
day.
moment on
Yeah.
the ship when he was like, he's gonna do this. He's gonna like save me. And then he's like, wait a second. If he can do it, so can I. And then
Yeah.
like he just goes like full badass mode with the baseball bat. And
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, go
'Cause it's
Steven,
in-
let's
like,
go,
it is-
bud.
it's
Like,
in there. Like,
let's
it's in the
go.
body.
Yeah.
Muscle memory type.
Yeah, exactly.
But I also like the idea that everybody who's ever been on the ship before
Uh-huh.
has just been like, yeah, all right, take me
Take me to
to
death.
the sand.
Yeah, sure,
Like
yeah.
they've never fought back.
No.
How many people?
And
The
they-
ultimate I give up.
They've just gone, all right, I guess I'm going to
And they
freeze
said,
in the sand
she
for
said that
eternity.
everyone sees different things on the boat. Like
Yeah.
they see whatever makes them happy, and
Yeah.
apparently a mental institution makes Steven and Mark happy.
Yeah.
No, I think that was just more suitable to the thing. Like they both knew they were insane.
It might not have been, yeah.
they were
so
sharing
much-
a body.
It might not have been so much like what makes you happy, but more
What
just
fits.
like what fits with you and
Yeah.
who you are.
Yeah.
And an insane asylum checks out with those.
Definitely
When
checks
you're
out.
fighting with yourself all the time, that's a different person you're fighting with inside yourself. You're gonna end
Yes.
up in
Yeah.
a mental institution.
You can't look at a mirror without talking
And,
to
like,
yourself.
Yeah.
like Steven didn't even know about the brother. Like everything was blocked.
No,
out.
yeah, because
He
it was
didn't
just,
know he had a
Like
brother.
there was one point.
Well, because Steven came in after the brother had
Well,
died.
yeah.
I
So-
think that was
Well,
like the
whole
first
thing-
time
it's like
Steven
the
came
poster, isn't
into
It's
it.
like what's it called, Tomb Buster or something? Is the actual poster? And
Yes,
Steven Grant's name
he's
on it.
like,
that's
yes,
what the actual name. and
starring
identity
Stephen
came from.
Grant. Yeah, I think like when we seen it in episode 5, that was the first time like Steven really fully
Realized.
came into Mark.
Yeah.
Like they fully made the transition over.
Yeah.
But I just roar how he was like his mother's coming to beat the piss out of him, and he's like, I gotta clean the room,
Yeah.
and mom's gonna love me.
That's sad though.
Yeah,
That
and
was
then
sad.
he
Yeah, that
transfers
was-
into a different
Yeah.
person.
Oh, and yeah, the funeral, and he shows up, and he's
It's
he-
that
he-
switch. That switch. I was like,
But-
oh my god.
breaking down in the middle of the road, and then just immediately, oh yeah, mom,
Hey, Mom.
skating.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Like
man.
it's you caring for him as a character in a whole different way though than you normally would.
Yeah.
In
Oh
Marvel.
yeah, when that
What-
happened, like I.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I'm
it
pretty sure
was-
my heart grew
it
3
was so
sizes, and all
much.
3 of them were for Stephen Grant.
Yeah, because there's sometimes you're like, fuck, Mark, you're being you're
Yeah.
being a dick right now
Yes.
or whatever. Like there's different parts for that.
Oh, the first 2 episodes, I was like, Mark, you're an asshole.
You're like, oh my fuck, man, you've been through some shit.
But then
feel for you, bud.
Steven forgives Mark for all the shit that happens. That one,
What is he? There's a
That
line
one
he
hurt
says,
too.
I don't remember what it is. It's just like,
he was like, it's not your fault.
yeah, you're only human
yeah,
or something.
Yeah,
You
you,
were-
were, you,
yeah.
were, you were you were a
He was
child,
You were just a child. Yeah,
Break the heart.
literally.
and then
Like, calm down.
And like you saw the pain in him when he's like, Steven's trying to go in the room, or he's trying to tell him about it, and he just starts like hitting himself. He's like, no,
Freaks
you
out.
can't,
Like,
you
that
can't,
was-
I'm not
yeah.
going back.
Because like you can like after you watch that, you can see that he like blocks everything out, right?
Yeah.
Like, the
Like
man's
he
just-
doesn't
Yeah.
want to go back
Because
and watch it.
Steven's like,
I wouldn't
man,
go back and watch
Steven's
it
like,
either.
Steven's like, everybody you know is gonna die. Like people are gonna die. Billions of people are gonna die because of this, and he's like, I'm not like I can't.
He's
I can't
not.
go back to
And
that.
then he brings up Layla.
Yeah.
He's like, she's literally done if you don't.
Yeah.
I hope I
Man
don't know
up
if this
and
is
do
everything
this.
in the comics or whatever. I hope Layla does not become Moon Knight because I don't want to see Oscar Isaac leave that.
Done. No.
like,
He-
that's
We
good.
need. him.
Oscar Isaac will always be Moon Knight, I think, or they'll just get rid of him.
Like in my
Yeah.
mind, he just top 5 MCU
Or they do
character.
like a both. Both are Moon Knight kind of thing.
Mr.
I don't
Mr.
know.
and Mrs.
Well,
Knight.
no,
I don't
if
know in
they
the comics
kill-
if they do it,
I
but
don't
She,
think, but I don't know
maybe-
for sure.
I know very little about Moon Knight.
Well,
very.
there's
I know
a-
they have like there's like a Moon Knight Spider-Verse type thing where there's
Yeah.
like a bunch of Moon Knights from
Oh,
different
what's
times,
called the
different types.
Arachnid Knight?
Yeah.
The Arachnid
Yeah.
killing them
So
all.
in the comics, they kill off Kanju, and Moon Knight takes the power like of the moon.
The Moon.
Yeah.
What if they're gonna do multiple, Kanju switches over to what's her face, Layla, and he still has the power somehow, but it's from the moon, and that's how they set up episode 2.
Okay.
Well,
Or season 2.
Season 2.
I
Yeah.
think the whole thing, like I think
Like
when
if they're
Khonshu-
if they're not gonna kill Kanju, they need to do something and give Steven or
Smooth.
Mark his full powers.
Well, Mark has his full powers. Mark's power depends on the moon. So if it's a full moon, Mark's at top shit.
But he still needs
And if it's a
Kanju
quarter
to do
moon?
it though.
No, he doesn't.
No. So Khonshu, I think
He does right now though.
He does right now though.
right now, yeah, but I
because
think it's
Kanju's
because
gone
he's not
and
like
that's how
fully
he got
aware
shot.
of what like it is.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, like a.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think what happens is Khonshu was like gives him the power, but he gets that from the moon. Khonshu's just like the middleman almost.
Okay.
Like I could be wrong. I don't know.
I
'cause
know, I get what
didn't even
you're
know
saying,
Khonshu
yeah.
was a thing before the
Yeah.
show started.
I didn't
I
either.
thought
No,
Moon
me
Knight's whole
neither.
thing was like he
The
got
moon
his
and the
power
night.
from an Egyptian god, but that was it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he keeps his power from the moon. That's what I understood.
Well, it might
Yeah.
be like a
Bit of both.
like a combination of the two sort of thing where it's like Khonshu gives him the power of the moon, and then without Khonshu he can't like bestow it
Possibly.
There's
onto
no
him.
in-
Kind of.
there's no
There's
in
no
between.
middleman.
There's no
for it.
middleman, yeah.
The only thing that threw me off is like I don't know who has seen the comic panel. It's not a spoiler. It's
I've
been around for fucking
I've
10
seen
years.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a thing in the comics, and it's like they switch between the 3 personalities. So it says, "My name's Steven. My name's Mark.
Yeah.
My name's
Yeah, he's,
Jay."
he's talking to
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
He's talking
Yeah.
to Spider-Man,
no,
yeah.
No. He's talking to Khonshu.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Oh,
every
okay.
time
The
the
one you're
panel, he's
talking about.
holding Khonshu's skull. So every time they change personalities, he cracks a little more, and then when it gets to Jake, it says, "And we are Moon Knight," and he cracks
okay.
Khonshu's skull.
Well, maybe
Oh,
maybe
shit.
that's
Yeah.
how.
Drops him. That I think, like I'm guessing that kills him. I don't know because he is a god.
Yeah.
Well,
That'd
maybe
be
that's how he
fucking
gets
cool.
his full powers when he awakens all 3 of his personalities fully.
Yeah, like once
Yeah.
they fully accept
Because-
each other,
yeah.
and then they're like, the 3 of us together are Moon Knight, and we don't need a Khonshu
Yeah. It's like an inner thing that
Uh-huh.
he could be dealing with.
Yes.
That could be what's going on with that.
crisis.
But if you
What does Andrew Garfield say? An existential crisis.
Existential
Tobey
cri-
Tobey
yeah.
Maguire says,
Yeah.
that's
Ah,
what
you know the
Star-
classic
Yeah.
existential
Oh yeah,
crisis.
I have those too.
Oh yeah.
happens all the time. Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna wrap because you only have at most an hour.
It's leaving
Yeah,
on
I
a
mean-
giant cliffhanger.
They usually do like, and that's I'm worried about that because I felt like that with WandaVision. They were wrapping up WandaVision. And I was like, there's
Where's
a
it gonna
lot.
go?
There's
Yeah,
a lot
there's
of
so
threads
much,
here,
yeah.
man. There's a lot of threads they got.
Do you know what though? They did it pretty good.
Yeah,
Because
but
their
like,
episodes were only a half hour.
but they did it by.
Yeah.
They were
Did
pure
in
sitcom
the finale?
episodes.
Wasn't that Ralph Boner? Wasn't Ralph Boner
No.
in the finale, or was
he was
that the one
he
before?
was
That was the
episode
one
4.
before.
No, he was episode
Yeah.
5.
When they
there was 3 minutes.
like
Yep.
said he was Ralph
That-
Boner.
That's
Say
Cameron.
eight. That's
Is
three,
that-
3 minutes.
Okay, well,
Welcome back from the message from our sponsors.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you to
Perry's Gym. Thank you very much.
Cineplex for the cops. Yeah.
That's where we're at. We're Moon Knight.
We're Moon Knight.
We're trying to figure out
How it was
How
gonna
will they
end.
wrap
Yes.
up?
how they're gonna wrap it. There's so much to do.
I think we definitely get season 2. I think season 2 comes. I think Jake is not gonna be like. I don't think he's gonna be big in the episode because I feel like
that's too much if they bring him in.
It's too much to try to. They just figured out Stephen Grant and Mark Spector.
Yeah.
I
It'd be
feel
a lot
like-
for the fans.
I feel like throwing in this new ego or personality that we have to
Mm-hmm.
now figure out what they're all about. I think it's a lot. I think he's the teaser for season 2.
But
or
like,
or like going forward.
Yeah.
for us, like we could handle it because we're used to this shit. But like the average viewer,
Yeah.
like coming in for the first time, not knowing, like let's just say like the boys don't know what the MCU is. Like they gotta keep it at like a little bit of a minimum.
Yeah.
Who's starting with Moon Knight for their first MCU?
I don't know.
Who's like,
I
this
don't
is
know.
the one?
There's a lot of people like us that didn't
He looks
read Moon Knight
badass as
comics or
shit.
Yeah.
anything.
I mean, there could be people
And-
that just like Moon Knight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people
exactly,
that
yeah.
know less
Well,
about
it's
Moon Knight
like
than
Ryan,
we
our
did,
buddy
so-
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan loves Moon Knight.
Ryan,
Yeah.
shout out to Ryan.
Yeah. And also, like, I was just thinking. Sorry, Glenn. You keep going, man.
Yeah, no, but like the people like us who barely know anything about Moon Knight, a lot of people might not know there's a third personality. And
Yeah.
it'll really
Yeah.
throw them off. Like, who's this third person?
Like people who
What's going
aren't
on?
doing deep dives and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there is. They've kind of left the.
They've established that
They've
there's
established
something else
that
going on.
like people that are like really like kind of watching
Paying
it.
attention,
and
where it's like,
they're-
who else
well,
is in
I
here?
would say
that-
like there's probably a good amount of people that are just like, what's up with the other sarcophagus? You know, like some like. It
what was
is a
that
thing.
all
It's an
about?
easy thing to forget, but also like some people
But
are
then
just
in, like-
just attentive like that, and they'll go, that's,
Whatever, yeah.
That's weird.
But in like
Yeah.
episode 3 or 4, where they have the fight on the rooftop,
Yeah. And he's like, that
and
wasn't
they're going
me.
in and out, like the two of them are fading in and out, and they're like, what is going on? Like neither of them knew
Yeah.
who was doing
Yes.
what.
Yeah.
And even Mark's like, it's not me, it's not me. Like,
Yeah.
And
he's,
see,
like,
it was like, well,
extremely
I don't
more
do that.
violent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I think like in the
They're
the
setting up.
asylum, where he starts to lash out, like he grabs his diamond thing, like he's ready to.
Kill himself.
No, he was gonna
He bashed his
smack
skull in.
Arrow.
I think he was going towards
was
his
going-
eye,
Yeah, oh,
and
yeah,
he was
with the-
pull-
with
he
the
was
glass piece or
with
whatever?
the glass.
Oh, yeah,
piece,
he was
going
going for
towards
himself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
It
yeah.
is broken. Then
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was going.
He was
towards
going for himself.
Yeah.
I thought
got
so. at least.
problems.
I thought he was
Um,
going for himself too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if they do it, they got to do it out the gate. It's
Right
got to be
away.
right at the gate, and they got to just kind of leave it as, like, he's got to be right quick. Hey, I don't got time to explain.
I am
I'm-
Jake.
It's
I'm
like
Jake.
let me
I'm,
take over.
I
will
I'm
finish
gonna
this.
fuck shit up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jake has to
And
come in the
leave it at
field of
that.
reeds
Yeah.
and just leave it
Yeah.
at that. Yeah.
That's fair.
I thought they were gonna
They
show him
kinda do
last
that.
episode because like when she had the two hearts in her hand and the
scale wasn't
still-
balanced.
What an
still
interesting
off.
thing to do, eh?
Yeah.
The
I
hippo
thought-
pulling out two hearts.
Yeah.
Visual.
Yeah.
Those are hearts.
Yes.
White hearts too.
Puts
Moon
them on
Knight,
the,
baby.
the scale.
Yeah.
I know we realize this, but I don't know if like the average viewer did. But like Mark is always wearing white, like in the asylum, and
Yeah.
Steven is.
I
in,
think
like,
that's just to
darker
That's
clothes.
probably
different-
just.
That's because
differentiate them.
it,
Beep,
that
beep.
too, but like it's because Mark is like the true Moon Knight. Like he is the body of Moon Knight. Like he is like
Steven's the one
that-
wearing white, isn't he?
No,
Steven's
Mark,
wearing- Steven's
Mark's
wearing
in,
white.
Steve's in like a gray hoodie.
He's in like
Okay,
a gray
yes.
hoodie.
Because I knew
Cardigan.
they were in two different outfits, but yeah,
Because
that would
Mark
make-
was the one that died,
But,
and
yeah.
Kanju took over.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Mark is the one. Like when it was
Yeah.
checked in, and you showed the asylum, it was Mark.
Yeah.
He's the one that woke up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes-
Yeah.
But also,
But
everybody else in white, like Steven again, is
But when he
a different
even when
personality,
he, even
right?
when he talks to Harrow, he's in white then, isn't he? Steven, when it's
Yeah,
Steve-
because that's
That's-
the institute isn't the same as like
that's
outside.
when he's
Outside,
with
yes.
Mark.
like this.
Yeah,
is
it's-
like
it's a
the
different
institute
thing,
is
yeah.
like a.
It's like a whole other thing.
It's a
Yeah.
hoax.
Yeah.
Harrow also
Like they're
said
trying
that
to keep it as
Steven
real.
was the one
Yeah.
that checked himself in.
That's what
Did
he
you
said. He
catch
said-
that? Yeah, he was like
yeah, but
Steven
he's
was
trying
the
to mess
one.
with his head, right?
He is.
That's
Something-
what I
something-
think.
You
That's
think
what I was
you're a
thinking
Moon Knight,
too,
you
yeah.
think you talk to gods, you're
Yeah.
this
And
or
that was the whole thing.
Him and
was
his little
like,
mustache.
did
Yeah,
Mark
you- you
create
have a little
you?
like a
mustache.
villain.
Yeah, did Mark create you or did you create Mark?
Yeah.
And that's where the whole like thought came into his head.
Jake
Yeah.
sitting in the group chat, like, why is nobody talking?
Yeah.
So what I would love to see, but there's no way we're gonna get it. It would be Gore coming in
Oh.
at the end of
To
like
the courtroom or whatever.
Yeah.
in
Gore
com-
has entered the chat.
Gore the God Killer, Gore the God
God
Butcher,
Butcher, yeah.
Butcher, yeah.
coming in and killing.
Everyone.
Maybe
Well,
he kills
like,
Harold.
I would like
Maybe he does
the
kill
other
Harold.
the other gods aside from. Well, I feel like their Moon Knight's got to kill Ahmed,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
then Khonshu I feel like Khonshu's gonna be alive at the end of season 1.
It's
If
And I
they're-
think
if
the
they
other
do a season two,
useless
yes.
gods that were in the
Oh,
were in the
and then
pyramid
him,
that,
yeah.
that
That
didn't even know, and
I
this
think
guy's lying right to the
I
face.
What's
hated
the
everything
what's
about
the
that.
girl's name that like kind of helped him out a little bit?
Layla?
She's
no,
the god of
No,
like,
the
Oh,
god.
She was
God-
like, what was she?
goddess
Like the
of
goddess
love.
of
She was
love
some-
or
Gods of
Yeah.
love and beauty, or
Yeah.
something,
I think
like,
she's going to be in the next episode.
I don't.
I
don't.
think she
I think
has.
she's gonna
I
die.
think they give her more
feel like
attention
most of
than
them are gonna
she
die.
deserves.
Yeah,
if she's
Gore was coming to kill them all.
I think a good like
That would be a good way to
setup,
introduce him.
a good
Yeah.
setup would be that he kills the Egyptian gods.
Yeah, he kills Kanju.
Khonshu's sticking around, I think.
I think Khonshu is going to be alive, and I think Ahmed has to die
Yes.
or get re-imprisoned again.
It would
however
be
they
an
do it.
interesting.
Put him as or put her as a stone.
Yeah,
It would be an interesting thing to see, like, Gore is the one that connects Moon Knight to Thor.
yeah,
Mhm.
Like, that's
Yeah.
that, but that's like a what they did with Eternals. where like here's your first introduction to Blade.
Yeah.
You're not seeing him like nobody was going into Eternal
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, we're gonna see Blade."
Blade's coming.
Yeah, we're getting
Nobody's
that.
going into Moon Knight. Well, maybe the God thing. Like people are kind of expecting, saying
Make
we're
some
gonna
sort
see
of connection
Thor.
there.
But if he walked in like Christian Bale's first on-screen performance as Gore is just dropping every god in the pyramid.
And I feel like they could do that as like a safety thing. It's like,
they
okay,
could,
we got Moon Knight. People don't really know Moon Knight, but there's some Thor stuff coming.
Yeah,
everyone
exactly,
knows
yeah.
Thor.
You know,
Everyone knows Christian Bale's
So-
gonna be in this Thor
yeah,
movie. Let's bring him in
Thor's
big.
coming. If you didn't like Moon Knight, we got some Thor
Yeah,
coming
we
up
got
soon.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
So
we know we like
Thor
Chris
is
Hemsworth.
in the new Thor movie.
Yeah, haven't got a look at him yet. I saw like some.
There's
No,
like
No, they
I've seen
haven't
a
really
little bit.
shown
He
him
wasn't
in the
yet.
trailer.
I
He's
saw the
been in,
behind
like,
the scenes stuff.
Little
Yeah,
things,
he's
little
been on, like,
things,
toys and stuff,
posters,
but he-
not like posters, but
Yeah.
like little like fan
Le-
art maybe.
Legos.
Just-
He
He
yeah.
does not look good.
No.
In what
No.
I've seen, no,
he
does
doesn't
not.
look menacing enough.
He's not.
I
like if
haven't
he's gonna
really
come in
seen him.
here and murk Zeus, he needs to be a badass.
He kind of looks like Voldemort with a blue tint.
Well, I think that's what.
That's what
he looks like, though.
It's
Yeah.
comic book accurate.
yeah.
In like there's something like he.
I think
with
they
his-
do
I
need to
don't
make
know.
him more appealing for the movie, though.
Yeah.
The thing-
No, I like his look.
I
don't
really
know. It's not
haven't seen it
scary
in the
enough.
movie
I
yet.
haven't. I want to see an official look.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what.
Because
Yeah.
I've
I've
only seen the behind the scene. And
Yeah,
like,
I want
shit
something.
like fucking like Chris Evans looked bad in the Avengers behind the scenes. So like the shit like that.
Yeah.
where
Oh yeah.
yeah.
like
right.
behind
Yeah.
the scenes doesn't
No.
like hold up
Always
to the
hold
finale.
up, yeah.
No.
Because it's
And like
a
the
shitty
Spider-Man
set pick,
suits
yeah.
are like they're baggy and
Well, you get so much
you know?
CGI in the actual
Yeah,
movie.
there's-
because
Movie,
of
yeah.
all the polishing that they do.
Mhm.
I like that they didn't show him.
I think it's
Yeah.
really
The
smart.
fact they didn't show him, but they showed
So-
Jane Foster as Thor
Yeah.
because everybody knew that. Like she got
Everybody knew
introduced.
that
Like
was
So
gonna
what?
happen,
What
yeah.
did you
Yeah.
think of the trailer then? Like, what did you guys think of the Thor trailer?
I
I
love that
think
it was
I
Sweet
think
Child
it's
of
good.
Mine.
I thought
Sweet
Child of
yeah,
Mine,
Sweet
that was
Child of
good.
Mine was
The
good.
the whole beginning of it, it makes I don't know how to take because it made it seem like it was gonna be a Thor like
Centric.
whole like really Thor exploring his entire life. Like
Yes.
like
Yeah.
we're gonna go right from the beginning of Thor and
yeah,
up to where
yeah,
he is
the
now.
kid running
Because it
up
showed
and-
him as a kid, and I think like where it shows
It showed
like an 8-year-old Thor running
Yeah.
in a little suit. I'm pretty sure that's Chris Hemsworth.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Yeah.
that's Chris
That's
cool.
Hemsworth.
Is it?
So,
That's
yeah.
cool.
It's his
yeah.
kid. It's
It's
his
his
son.
kid.
And then
That's
the
sick,
next
yeah.
one is like
Teenager
I think,
Thor.
Full
but I
comic
think
book
that is
accurate
Chris
Thor.
Hemsworth with
Yeah.
like CGI
Yeah.
down because Chris Hemsworth.
And then
yeah,
he's running. And then
they
he's
love
running
him.
in his
Well,
his
yeah,
Thor
he's getting
outfit
ready to
from
play
Thor
Hulk
1.
Hogan. He's huge.
Yes.
He do be a
He
monster, yeah.
he and just in the trailer alone, man, he had like 5 different costumes.
Oh yeah, and I'm
Oh
for
yeah,
it.
yeah.
One
there's
of them.
so many.
Yeah.
That like Viking
You got, like,
one
the
looking
full-
The Norse,
fur
yeah.
coat. I saw
Yeah.
that.
I love the like
That,
the
and like the
the
full like 80s Love and
yeah,
Thunder one.
yeah,
too.
That
man,
one?
That
Oh,
one's
yeah.
so good when
That
he's
was
got like
cool,
he's
yeah.
with the Guardians and
That's
he's got
the
the.
only
Yeah.
one they
Yeah.
didn't like. Well, the Viking looking one too, but
Mhm.
that one like as a Funko Pop, that's the one that
I love the
want.
Guardians. Like
Mhm.
he's got the sleeves ripped off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
he's
Just
in
looks
there
showing
today.
the gun.
Yeah.
He looks like he went into Star-Lord's closet and said, "I'll take
Yeah.
that."
Wait,
Yeah.
Literally, yes.
He
That
probably
training
did.
He
montage.
probably yeah.
That training
Yeah,
montage.
he's got- he's
I
like
am-
Like, bro,
I
got
am-
chains
yeah.
going.
Did
I
you
am so excited for that Rocky style training montage.
And
Me
he got
too.
like the headband, the wristbands, like he is
Everything.
decked out.
did you notice that on his hat?
Yes.
He
I-
It
scratched
said
it.
strongest Avenger.
Yeah, but he wrote it. He wrote it in with
it's like
Sharpie.
it's like a bunch of different. It's like Ant-Man, something, something, something. The Avengers,
No,
and then he wrote over it. Just
with
saying
a Sharpie.
With a
Strongest
Sharpie.
No, I didn't
strongest.
notice that.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's like a
notice that.
hat that
That's
says
cool.
like Ant-Man, you know, whoever,
the man,
Iron
the
Man,
man kept
Yeah.
his ego.
and he just wrote
Good,
over
yeah.
it. Said
It's something like
strongest.
they try to show him as like this humble little guy. He's meditating in front of his
Yeah.
He puts the Stormbreaker down when the Guardians go to do a battle, and then he wears a hat that says "I'm the strongest Avenger,"
Man,
with a montage of him getting absolutely
Yoked.
beasted
Literally
out.
yoked.
I had a thought that I don't think there's any sort of grounds for it, but he puts Stormbreaker down and he almost buries it, and I was thinking that's
Thanos?
a
Yeah.
part of Groot.
What if it grows?
Oh, yeah.
what if it
Oh,
what if it
shit.
grew a Groot
Baby Groot.
out of that?
A little
we get a
gross.
second Groot.
I think on the just a random thing on the thing of Groot. I'm pretty sure in the I don't know if it's gonna be Guardians 3 or the holiday one because
Yeah.
there's a Christmas one that comes
Yeah,
out
there's
this
a
year.
He's also
Christmas
getting
one
his own
before,
He's
TV
back
show.
to like adult Groot.
He's back to
He's
adult
not, like,
group, but in
teenager.
this,
I
he's
don't
like,
think he's I don't think
well,
he's
no,
old
he's
in-
like
he's-
older.
He
He's like,
looks like probably 20s Groot.
Yeah, like 20s.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
not like the first Guardians.
I don't know how
Groot.
trees
He's not
age.
massive.
Yeah.
Groot,
Let me
but
count the
yeah.
rings on
He's
him.
not teenage Groot
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
But
he's like
Well, he's
20,
growing at
yeah.
a pretty quick pace.
But
My-
apparently for Groot, he grows as fast as he wants.
yeah.
It's like
Oh,
if
okay.
he wants,
he's
he
just
be
going
full
through.
grown, but
he wants a real life.
he's
Yeah,
just
he
enjoying
wants-
it.
He
That's-
wants to
hang
be
out.
playing
I think
video
that's how it
games,
is.
being a teenage.
I think that's how it is in the comics. Is 'cause,
A little
like, I mean,
shithead.
if
He
you think
wants to
about
be
it,
a
you can
head.
you know, he can grow his vines as long as he wants and shit
Yeah.
like that. So he
Okay,
can-
yeah,
he
that
can
does
just-
make sense. Yeah.
If he's like, I'm fully grown now, I'm fully grown.
But it's like
I
he has like the maturity level too, right? Like
Yeah.
in Guardians 2, he is like a child, and then,
Yeah.
and then Infinity War and Endgame, he's a teenager.
saucy
little-
teenager, yeah.
playing his game. Like,
There's
I am Groot.
we're gonna see some things in that movie. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Like
My biggest question about the whole like trailer:
Is Loki in it?
who fixed Mjolnir?
I have a theory on that.
I got nothing on that.
I got
not
that,
a
man.
thing.
So
it doesn't even look fixed.
it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's
but
It's
It's
still
not, but like,
But the
I
cracks,
like-
the cracks are
the
different
cracks-
than when, like,
then when
Yeah,
she
because
broke
it was
it?
completely
Yeah,
shattered.
it was
This
shattered
is just
into a
like a
million
temporary
pieces.
fix. Like that's
Yeah.
you smash the window, put the window back together. It's not going to look.
I have-
Yeah.
Same, right?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I have two guesses on that.
Mhm.
My first one would be when it got shattered. Odin's like oath thing kind of went away.
Yeah.
Like the
Like whoever.
Whoever
whoever
now-
possesses
worthy.
this.
You have to be worthy. Kind
No,
of thing.
I think
Well,
there's
my-
no
no,
reason.
because then you're
'Cause he was
just
still
throwing.
worthy.
Yeah,
Her-
because you're throwing Cap's whole thing.
No, that's a different hammer.
That is a
That's
different
a different
hammer.
hammer from a different
Elevator's
timeline.
still worthy.
My second guess on it would be when she gets the ether, that gives her the cancer,
Mm.
and then maybe that kind of makes her worthy because
Yeah.
she held an Infinity Stone for
No,
like a whole
That is-
movie,
yeah.
The whole reason, like,
and the
so
Guardians couldn't hold it for
they
like.
said that they're keeping.
But he
her
also had
origin,
the
like,
Power Stone versus.
He's a Celestial too.
But that was
He's,
all. It was
he's
all.
half, he is
Celestial.
half celestial.
I think it was also still Power Stone versus what's it called?
Reality Stone.
Really?
Reality Stone. Which I feel like well the Guardians
Well,
held the Power Stone.
Because
and Jane had the
Jane
reality.
had the Reality Stone, so maybe like Power Stone is like
Powerful.
there's
fucking
been like
lot of
different
power.
occasions in the MCU where a regular person held a time or not.
'Cause I'm
time
trying
stone,
to-
but an Infinity Stone.
Yeah, I
like
feel
it
like
has
there
happened.
was. Yeah.
Hasn't
And it
like
didn't do anything.
multiple
That's what I'm trying to
people
think.
held the
Like a
Tesseract?
normal person held an Infinity
Yeah.
Stone.
I'm trying to think of a time that
Samuel L. Jackson held the Tesseract.
Yeah, but that's.
Well, that's
I
like
think
he
the
also,
Tesseract.
he also
Tesseract,
only
that's
it's like a case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
And even he was like, "Fuck that burns."
Yeah.
I think I don't know who it was, but I'm pretty sure there's been like a couple different times where they have just an Infinity Stone in their hand and they're just holding it. I can't think of like.
The
it's
only
not-
time I'm
Doctor
thinking
Strange
about it-
does like a
I think
little.
he-
He
yeah.
does a little float thing. I
Yeah,
don't know if he's. I
yeah.
don't know if he's holding
Well,
it.
they
but
do
he-
that in
That's
Loki
magic,
when they
though,
just
right?
make them paperweights. Everyone's just throwing them.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah.
the
the
only
rules are
thing I
different in the
know that
TVA.
like has the
Yeah.
actual
Time moves
hand
differently
is
in the
when-
TVA.
Is when Quill is holding it and,
And then
grabs it.
he needs the Guardians.
But
He
again,
needs the
he's a
rest of
Celestial.
everybody.
He's half
Yeah.
Celestial.
Like
Half
him alone
Celestial,
is
yeah.
able to take that because
But
he's
That's
half
the only
They
Celestial.
time like
say
And then
I
it's
know
spread out
of it
between
anyway.
5 or 6 other
Yeah.
people.
They-
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
that's just the difference with those two. Is I feel like
Power
it's
Stone
also
is
it's
more-
also not even like a stone.
It's like a
It's like a
liquid.
living thing.
Yeah.
almost, the ether.
Because reality's always changing.
Yeah. So
No.
I don't know.
I think that that's how she becomes worthy. Cause
Like
she,
I feel like if the ether wanted to kill her, could have killed her.
So
I feel
the
like it was
whole-
more of a decision
Would
sort
not
of
to.
thing with the.
So they
Yeah.
said, or the director or whoever said, they're keeping Jane's origin in the movie like close to the comics.
And she
And the
gets
whole
cancer
reason
in
that
the
she becomes
comics.
worthy in the comics is because she has cancer. But every time she changes to Thor, it kills her a little more. Because
And
she's using like
she's using more
because she was
power.
offered, like I think Thor, Odin, or somebody
Okay.
offered her like, we will give you like magic to heal your cancer
Yeah.
because Thor and Jane are Thor and
Lovers.
Jane.
Thor and
Yeah.
Jane, yes.
And she denied it. She said, "No, I don't want to use magic to heal like my thing. That's not fair to others that have
Yeah.
it. Like they can't use
Yeah.
that. I shouldn't have that privilege." And at that point,
Okay.
she becomes worthy of holding the hammer. But and then every time she continues to use it, like she changes from Thor to Jane, it kills her a little more.
Yeah, she's fully
So
healthy.
she's
when
dying
she's
in this movie.
Kind of, yeah.
That might
Maybe.
be where
When she's not Thor, basically she is dying. a
that's
little.
where she was. She may have been in the
Fuck.
hospital all this
Yeah.
time.
If I
But
see like
still,
if I see
who's-
like a chemo treated Jane Foster in
Yeah.
Thor, I'm going to fucking ball my
We
eyes
are.
out.
Oh,
If that's-
easily.
I mean,
that's
there's
the
gotta
thing we're
be-
going to.
I feel like there's got to be some sort of like chemo treatment.
Oh,
going
yeah,
on.
oh, yeah.
There's gotta-
yeah.
Like,
Also,
no way they do this storyline without it.
No.
Yeah, you need
Asgard
the
looks
emotion
fucking
behind it.
different. Like new
The
Asgard.
new Asgard,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
it's
it
got
does.
like
Cruel
cruise
Gum-
ships.
Did
It's
you
a-
see what's his name? Meek?
Yeah,
Meek Strikes
Yeah,
Back.
in the
He's
suit.
decked out. He should be the kingpin.
I hope we get more Korg.
and we will get more Korg.
We'll get
Is
more-
Meek alive?
Yeah, Meek,
Oh yeah,
Meek's-
he's in a little suit
Okay.
next to Valkyrie.
He was
Meek's
just
Falcon,
sleeping,
yeah.
was he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Korg's like, oh no, Meek is dead.
Like you know,
Yeah,
the,
and I was like, okay.
And
you
they
know,
did.
you
Oh,
know the
no, he's
shot.
just
You know the
sleeping.
shot where Valkyrie's in the suit at the board meeting.
Yeah.
He's back
He's
there.
next to her
making
in
her a
the suit.
drink.
Oh, I didn't even realize
Meek
that.
is. I'm pretty sure Meek is like
Her
probably
right-hand
like
man.
vice.
Yeah,
Or
but
no, because she's king. It's not president.
Yeah, she's
So he's
she's
like-
King
he'd be
Valkyrie.
like her
He's
second.
the
in
right
Second in
hand.
line. Yeah.
I remember there was a shot in the Love and Thunder trailer, and it's like it's I think they're making it seem like it's when the Guardians are
Leaving.
taking off.
And
Yeah.
that's when
And
he puts the hammer down.
they're flying away, and it's just a shot of Thor and Korg,
And there's someone missing.
and they're sitting there, and it's like
Oh,
a big
that one,
it's a
yeah.
big wide shot, and it
Yeah.
looks like somebody.
There should be a third
Marvel's
person.
trick in the
And
trailer
I'm
that we all know
I'm
now.
hoping,
It's Meek.
I'm hoping
and
we get
Bruce Banner.
a Beta Ray Bill.
That because it is
That would be
Sakaar.
a good one.
I'm
I
hoping-
want
I'm
to see
hoping we
better
get a
rated.
Beta Ray
That
Bill
would be
in
a
there.
good
Well,
one.
they,
That's Sakaar.
Yeah.
But do you think they're going to do
'Cause they're
that
on- yes,
and
they're
Jane
on
Foster?
Is that Sakaar there?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you
He
think
was
they're going to do
teased
that
in
and
the
Jane
last
Foster?
I think
Like,
they could
bring
do
them both
I
in?
think they've teased Beta Ray Bill
Yeah,
enough.
he's
They
in
ha-
Ragnarok.
yes.
When there's like it
He's
shows,
on- he's on the-
it's the Grandmaster's
Yeah.
password,
Yeah.
Yes.
whatever you want to call
He's
it. But
on
anyway,
like
it shows
one of the heads.
there's 4 of them. It's Beta Ray Bill, and there's the 3 other ones are big people in Marvel too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't remember who they are because Beta Ray Bill is the
like
big one there.
on, like,
I think
the heads of
Hercules
the
is-
statue.
Hercules
might be
is one
Or
of
it
them.
might be, yeah.
Which we might see in this too.
yeah.
We might get Hercules.
There's a good
in this. If we're
chance we
going to-
will.
Well,
If we're
we're
going
going.
to Team
We already
Zeus.
got Zeus.
Yeah,
So
we might
Hercules
see
could be there
Hercules.
too.
I wouldn't be
Could be
surprised.
Hercules. Could be
Yeah.
Henry Cavill. It's not gonna be, but
My God,
Don't do
shivers
that.
down my spine.
No,
Not going
we'll
to.
see him as Captain Britain soon, though.
No.
I'd be happy with him as Captain
Yeah.
Britain.
I
I'd be
would
happy
too. I would
if
like that,
somebody
but
gave him
we're already
fucking
getting.
justice.
I think the whole I have a lot to say on this movie. I think it's gonna be very good.
Yeah.
I think that they're gonna kill off everyone in Olympia, like right
Oh
away.
yeah. I think
Pizza's here.
To quote Tobey Maguire, it's pizza time.
pizza time.
To where we were there with
Sponsors are welcome.
Thor?
Thor Love and Thunder.
Thor, Love and Thunder,
Yeah, I think that they're definitely gonna wipe out everything going on.
How cool would it-
Olympia or
How
wherever
cool
they're
would it be
gonna
if they brought Zeus in and they just murked him right
They
away?
are. No, they're
They
actually
are.
going
That's
to.
definitely
Yeah.
what's going to happen.
That's-
yes.
I think the whole idea of casting Zeus
As a
is,
big
is
name,
to
though.
show, like Zeus is
Yeah,
Zeus is
what was
huge.
it,
he's
Russell
god of
Crowe?
gods,
Russell Crowe,
right?
yeah.
He is,
Or he's
yes.
like the king of gods.
He
Russell
is-
Crowe.
Yeah,
Gone,
so to-
gone from Gladiator to
So to
to
watch
Zeus.
Gore come in and fucking
Literally.
wipe out like the
I
god,
think
the
there's
king
gonna
of
be a
gods
good,
is-
like,
is a power
That's
scene.
scene of-
5-minute scene, kind of like, because obviously, like, it looks like they're in Olympus.
Yeah, Olympus. That's
Man,
what it is.
did you ever?
They're in Olympus, and then like he's there, like Zeus is there, and like it's almost like a gladiator scene, almost like
Yeah.
there's a fight scene going
It
on.
literally looks like the
and
scene
I
from
think,
Gladiator.
yeah, I think it's Gore's gonna come in and destroy the
He's
whole
gonna
fucking
show up there,
arena,
beat whoever's in the center, and then go kill
and
Zeus.
then just
Do you guys know Gore's origin?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty fucking
It's-
like.
not
Yeah.
It's
really,
a
no.
good
I
origin
actually
story.
don't.
I know generally what it is.
So what happened? He's like, he's on his own planet, has a family and everything, like
Yeah.
kids, and everybody on the family. It's basically like a Titan thing.
Okay.
Where Thanos was like, there's
Yeah.
Yeah.
too many mouths, not enough food.
Yeah.
So basically, everybody on the planet is starving and dying of
Yeah,
sickness,
just
illness,
the
like
worst.
starvation. Like,
Yeah,
like literally,
literally
the whole planet is
terrible
just
shit.
dying. His entire family dies, and they have like a big belief in the gods, just all
Mhm.
gods. So they all pray and believe that like the gods will fix them.
Yeah.
And his entire family dies, and half the world dies. And I don't know who it is. There's a fight that comes in like down to his planet, and it's 2 gods, and Gore drops one of them. Like he gets a weapon and fucking kills one.
He
of the
takes
gods right
their
there.
weapon.
Yeah, he takes whatever 2 gods it is. He takes their weapon and
Oh,
kills
shit.
one of them with it.
Do you know what that weapon is? Like what it's
No,
from?
I
I,
think
I
it's
don't
the
think that's not that one.
No, I
but
don't
he's-
think it's the Necro
That's
Sword.
not this
Oh,
one.
that-
But he's
now you're talking
getting
about
The
the
Necro Sword, I think,
Yeah.
is the one Dane Whitman has.
No, that's the Ebony
No.
Blade.
That's the
No,
The neck-
that,
okay,
that,
so the
that is
Necro
how he
Sword.
gets the
Sword.
Necro
I do know what that
Yes.
is. That links to every symbiote ever.
The
Yeah.
the like the symbiote
Oh, wow.
god
Blade.
Null.
Oh wow. Okay.
Null gives, or I don't know if he gave him it, but he got his, like it was his sword that he made.
Because he's a god.
The
Yes.
Necro sword.
Like the king of
And then
symbiotes is a god.
Is a
himself.
god.
He is
Gore,
the
Gore
symbiote god.
he either got it or he gave it to him. It was one of the two, and then fucking
Just keeps going.
Yeah.
just
So the sword
goes
that
for everyone.
if they do it like all that is linked up, then Gore and Thor will
Yes.
have the Necro Sword, which links to the symbiotes,
Oh,
which
okay.
links to Null, which is a very big.
They might
thing.
do it as the person who he kills has the Necro Sword and he takes it
One
from
thing
them.
that I thought, I'm not 100% on it, but it was I thought that like Hela, like how she's got like the blades that
From her
like
head.
she just
Yeah.
Yeah, she
creates
just, yeah.
creates swords and daggers and whatever. I thought that was
There she is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that was I think in the comics, or at least it might have changed it, but it was that was like a Necro Sword thing. Was like that was, and a lot of people thought that she
Had
had,
the
or
Had,
like
yeah.
maybe she just embodied
Yeah.
the power of the Necro Sword. But I guess they're kind of scrapping that with As far as
Kind
I
of
know,
just
'cause they've done
changing,
Hela.
yeah.
Yeah, they've changed things up with her. I think initially, like that was like
I think
one of the things of the Necrosword was just dishing out.
I think Hela got a bit nerfed in Ragnarok.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
for sure.
Like
yeah.
she's basically supposed to be the devil
Yeah.
of Asgard's Hela.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then she
Mephisto
was
confirmed.
not. Basically, yeah,
Yeah.
because Mephisto is the devil, right?
Yes.
Like he
She is the Asgardian
She is
devil.
like
Yeah.
she's
She's
like the
Norse-
Asgardian.
she's
She's
Norse
like,
devil.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Norse
yeah.
devil.
and
Yeah.
she got fucking nerfed.
Yeah. Oh, big time. Well, I mean, they did kind of say she'll fucking, she will win,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
they.
she didn't. And then she
Yeah.
got
and then she got
Yeah,
fucked
she
by,
got
by
murked, yeah.
Surtur.
But-
Fucking dropped the sword on
yeah.
her.
So
Yeah, when Gore shows up in there, he's gonna murk everyone.
I think
oh yeah, he's going to Olympia and dropping.
I feel
Yes.
like he's not. I think Thor's not going to be there when he shows up.
No, Thor.
No,
Yeah.
Thor is there.
because
there's a
Thor's
scene-
in like
There's
Thor
a scene
and, like,
in the trailer where they first hear about Gore is identical to the scene in the
trailer?
comics.
Oh, was that the
It was
big?
Oh, you
when
mean
the
the
big
big, the
beast.
big guy?
That-
that
yeah.
was a hero
yeah.
of
Yeah.
Thor?
That is the
That-
straight up first like hearing of Gore from the comics.
Is it really?
Oh, cool.
It's scene for scene.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I
it's
saw
a-
that.
It's a.
It's
I saw the
literally-
shots-
And it's
I saw
literally
the shots
side by
compared.
side.
It's literally
It might
The
not
only
be-
thing
perfect.
is Korg. Is the
Yeah,
only difference.
Yeah.
It
What's
might
up?
not be
This is
his
me, buddy
first
Cork.
appearance, but like that's the first sign
Yeah.
of Gore kills
They're-
that beast.
Because they're supposed to be like buddies. Like
Yeah, Thor and that
the big-
god.
big
Yeah.
Beast Boy. Yeah.
Like friends in the
yeah,
comics.
I
Yeah.
didn't know this, yes.
Yeah, and then,
I didn't know that was the first time to hear about Gore.
I didn't know
It-
that.
I knew
that's
like that
the-
picture from the comics has to do
Gore
with Gore.
kills the beast,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's like
Oh.
the knowing he's coming.
Thor's gonna wreck
Have
him.
we talked
Yeah.
about this before? Because I feel like we have.
So no one.
I might have,
Somebody
You might
said
have
that
brought it up.
Thor
yeah.
I think I
and the
might have
dog
put the
thing are
picture
buddies.
over.
Yeah, they're buddies. Yeah, okay.
I don't know his name. There
probably
is-
said
he has
that
a
and
name.
this is where like
and I just don't
Thor
know what it
fully
is.
snaps
Yeah.
because Gore kills his like
Yeah.
one of
One of
his
his
good
buddies.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He probably doesn't care about Zeus getting murdered.
Here's the one
well, no, because they're in different.
I think
they're
he'd
different
care about Zeus
god
getting
types.
murked.
The one thing I hope for Thor: Love and Thunder is that Thor kind of gives up being Thor, so Jane takes over like fully,
Almighty
and
Jane.
Thor becomes King Thor.
Yes,
he's,
like
he's no longer.
fully.
He's
yeah.
no longer like Thor,
He's
Avenger.
80s
Yeah.
hair metal Thor.
He's like that one. Like he's King Thor.
He's
Yes.
gonna be
And when
party
that
Thor.
comes, like there's a whole thing where he loses his arm, and he has this whole look. Like,
I've seen that look,
He-
yeah, from the
his
comics.
name's-
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
His
It's when he
I can't
changes
remember.
his character, isn't it?
His name's like the Unworthy Thor or something. It's something like that. But he loses his arm, so he has Stormbreaker. He loses his hand,
Yeah.
and he just rules Asgard.
Yeah.
It's where
So
he.
basically, like kick Valkyrie out, he runs Asgard, but he's like OP. Like he's
Yeah.
now Odin status.
Oh, yeah.
He's also a piece of shit in that version, though, isn't he? And that's why he's unworthy of holding the.
Do you think
Let him
Valkyrie
be.
A
is
lot
just
of-
a stand-in?
Chris Hemsworth can be that.
Do you
Yeah.
think Valkyrie? Sorry. Do you
That's
think
alright.
Valkyrie is just a stand-in?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I hope not.
No, because
I-
I like Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Like, I hope
I
she's
do like
there to,
Valkyrie,
like,
but I
not
I-
stay, but like I,
I
hope
wanna
she
see
keeps her
Thor
worthy.
take his
I don't
time.
think. I don't
keeps
think.
her worth.
Yeah, I don't think she's like a big player, but I hope she stays around. And
Yeah.
I like the idea
Because
of
I
her-
like who
'cause
she is.
Thor, when Thor was on Asgard in Asgard in Endgame,
Mhm.
and he was just like a lazy like type of person.
Yeah,
whatever.
big-
He wasn't
Playing
running
Call of Duty.
Asgard good.
Yeah.
No,
When Valkyrie
he was
comes
playing
in-
Fortnite.
Yeah, so when Valkyrie comes in, she runs it good. Like she's
She
Yeah,
does.
she
She turned it
takes
into
her
a
shit,
tourist.
yeah.
Being in
Yeah.
a boardroom.
so she did that.
It's like the thing is like he took over her alcoholism. Because she was
Oh,
a
yeah.
big alcoholic, and then she
Yeah.
snapped
Yeah,
it
that's
on to
true.
be like, I'll lead, and then he took over her bullshit.
So that's what I kind of hope happens is that she was like the stand, and she gets Asgard back in order, and then Thor like gets his head on straight, and,
And
then
finally
he goes
comes back in,
He's
yeah.
like Odin status.
I just hope
I-
she's not forgotten.
would
I
be
would
my
want
hope.
that only if she's like, I've had enough of this. I don't
Which-
want. I don't
yeah.
want him to come back and be like,
I'm
taking
I
over.
got this.
In
No,
the-
where she,
in
yeah,
the-
where
yeah,
she's like,
be
no,
like, all right,
this
you-
is
time for
your
you to
job.
go.
But
Yeah.
it does. That could happen because she looks pretty bored in that meeting.
Yeah.
In the trailer, she
And-
looks like
does,
she's
yes.
had enough of
Well,
it.
I mean,
what-
and the thing too about it, like her character when we were introduced to her, is like,
She's a warrior.
yeah, but her whole almost like the whole reason for her and why she fights and why she does whatever is because of Hela.
Yeah.
And then
to protect, yeah.
like Hela killed
all
the Valkyries. She's the only
Yes,
one left.
she's the only one left
That was like
standing,
her
yeah.
whole motivation was Hela, and now
hell is gone.
Hell's gone.
So
Hela-
it's like it's almost like her character is kind of complete unless they
It's
introduce
not like
some
she
new
has
shit with
like
her in this.
That's what I
not-
mean,
It's
so
not like
give
she
her-
has like nothing to stand for,
Yeah.
but like it's almost like
I
her
think
job's done.
Her motivation
Yeah.
isn't
Yeah.
as high. Like that is
Exactly,
Thor.
yeah.
Like, those are Thor's people,
And
right?
it's
Yes.
also been
Yeah.
quite a bit of time since Hella's been gone now because of time skip
Yeah.
and everything. like,
Yes, it's
she's
been,
moved
what,
past
5, almost
Probably
Probably
six.
six
Probably
years.
6 years.
That is just
yeah.
as far as we know right now. Like
Yeah.
they could, like when they come in, there could be a whole
It
Yeah.
could be
Could give
another
her a
couple
whole new
years.
story
Yeah.
and
Well, they
plot.
could come in directly after the snap,
No, they can't.
and like, cause when he leaves in the ship to go away, it could be like
I don't think there
it
was
could-
any sort of like.
it could pick up right after the snap, like him.
I
getting
feel
on
like
the-
they're gonna
getting on
like
the-
show him and the Guardians for a
Quill
couple
ship.
months, maybe.
You mean after the snap, like coming back?
like when he leaves and gets into the guard, like
At the
the
end
ship
of
with the
Infinity
Yeah,
Guardians.
at the end of
Endgame.
at
The end of
Endgame.
Endgame,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
could pick up right there,
Yeah.
and like
I
No.
think I think
Like,
the
the
whole-
5
no,
years is
because
happening, but it
Asgard
could
is
happen
so
there.
much more
Asgard is
developed
a
now.
lot more developed,
Yes.
and Groot
She's
is
in
older.
like not
But that could
UN
also
meeting, but
happen
she's
in,
like she's Asgard is now like part of a government.
They're
Yeah.
literally part of like a
Yeah.
like
UN.
the
It's a
like the
6,
same
7
government like
year
Wakanda's a
since
part of, right?
Ella got beat.
6, 7 years.
Six.
For
So
instance,
you're saying
Six.
2 years after Endgame?
One.
Okay.
I don't think. I think it's
No,
huge.
because
Well, it would be 5 years. It'd be
Hela was beat and then it
Or
went
6
right into
years,
Infinity
yeah.
War.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It
she
goes Ragnarok,
dropped,
Infinity War,
and then
yeah.
it was goes right
Yeah.
into Infinity War. Yeah, it was
And
like
then the
right
5
there.
years.
Infinity War is 5 years.
And
I was
then
thinking
the
4
5
years.
years,
Because
yeah,
they're
it's 5 years.
established government, I say it at least has to be a year after.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like she had to do some ground
Yeah.
work.
Oh yeah,
'Cause it
for
was
sure.
just,
She
like,
had
a
to build
shitty
it
little
up.
village that
Yeah.
Thor ran in pajamas.
Well, like think they were trying to keep
Thor
it,
ran a
Well,
pajama.
that's
they were trying to keep it like a
that's-
low key kind
It
of
was
thing,
the
like
greatest
Wakanda
Thor.
was doing.
Yeah.
So I want to know like how they became like
There's
Like
no
a
low-key
tourist
bit
spot.
Thor, though.
Do you know that like the village that is now New Asgard is the same one that was from Captain America?
Yeah.
Where they get the Tesseract
Not
from?
what is it? Nottingham.
Tonsberg or
Tonsberg. Yeah.
oh shit.
where remember Red Skull?
in the very beginning.
Yeah.
Red
Yeah.
Skull
Oh yeah, it
comes
makes
in
sense
and
because in the
Wait, like
beginning
the
they
church?
yeah, the church, and he
They,
goes
like,
and
Okay,
he,
they
that's-
kinda name
that's-
drop
that's-
Odin, don't
that's
they?
New Asgard now is what
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
the same place.
Odin
Oh,
gets
wow.
name dropped
He
by
does.
yeah,
Yeah, by Red
yeah.
Skull. Yeah.
like said something about Odin's
Yeah,
vault
and
of
the,
treasure.
and
Yes.
the Yggdrasil, the tree of
Tree
life.
of Life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, that was that's the same
That's a
place.
Interesting one.
Yeah.
Know that.
But
Yeah.
I think at the end of the trailer when you see Jane, that's definitely in New Asgard.
You think it's like
Absolutely.
think?
Where else is there a 2006 Buick? There's
I
so
don't
much.
know. I just think it could be somewhere else in the world.
It's New
I
Asgard.
don't think
definitely.
it's. I don't think it's New Asgard. 'Cause
I
feel
don't
like-
think so either.
I don't think they've got the fancy. I feel like they got the fancy flying boat things now in Asgard.
I
in
say
New
it's in,
Asgard.
I say
There's
There's a
that's in
fancy
city.
flying boat like Thor had. This is the thing Thor has, where it's what is it like 2 goats?
Oh, Nasher and
Yeah.
Smasher. I
Yeah,
think.
he
Nasher
has
and
2
Smasher.
goats that run like a
Yeah.
ship that
Yeah.
just goes on like the.
But they're
goes
they're
in
not going to
space.
spend much time on Earth in this movie.
They will because they're
think-
going to see Jane
I
in the
don't
hospital.
know. I think they go
yeah.
a lot of places. They're already on Sakaar. They're gonna show Gore's origin.
Well,
Could-
you got to get a
could
little
be
backstory.
Sakaar with just a car trash in the background.
Yeah.
But I
I
would.
assume
You
that
could,
is-
yeah.
Maybe
I
that somehow
think-
went there with Hulk.
I think it's somewhere on Earth, and I think it's just.
I think it's New Asgard.
Well,
But
you need the
They go
new-
out to space.
You
They
need,
do because the
Yeah,
whole end of
yeah,
Endgame
yeah.
is them dipping from Earth.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
In the
There's a lot.
Milan.
You see a lot of space shit.
Because of Gore, Thor might go back to Earth because he might think that's his next target.
I think I could see it like they're like
Thor.
it's even just like Thor's in space. He's talking with the Guardians. He's like,
Be
oh
sick
yeah,
if
you should see
if
New,
your timeline
like,
makes up.
New Asgard's great, and then it's just like a jump cut to Valkyrie in a
Oh
meeting.
yeah,
She's
I
just-
get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like I fucking hate this
yeah,
shit. Yeah.
it's like oh,
I-
this fucking sucks.
I
Yeah.
think
I
like
get what you're saying.
because sometimes they do the movies. They do like a cold open.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I think the cold open for Love and Thunder will be Gore's origin.
yeah.
Where it
I
shows, like,
think
That's-
so. as
that's-
well.
Yeah.
Why
Yes.
it is, and then it cuts to him, and you don't see him till maybe
Maybe
halfway
it
through the
opens
movie.
up with those 2 gods fighting.
What was it for? Oh yeah, it was him against Surtur in Ragnarok.
yeah.
That
Yes,
was the cold
him
open.
trapped there and him getting out of me.
Thor 1 was all about the giants, and then Thor
Yes.
2 was all about
Dark
the
elves.
Reality Stone. So I could see it being like that's why I was thinking, what's the third one? But the third one's
Ragnarok. Third.
well, I mean the third one is him against Surtur.
Yes.
But even then, there's a good exposition dump of
There-
What's
if
going on?
you're
yeah.
gonna get
He
your
does like his
crown.
own little thing. Yes.
So I could see them having like all 3 of them so far has had a narration opening.
yeah.
Could be the training montage
Like-
to open too.
No,
No,
they won't
that-
do that.
that's
No,
gonna
no, no,
happen
they won't
after
do
the
that.
Guardians.
Because
Well,
he's
I
still,
leave him.
I think
He's still
I think
No,
I
'cause
think
he-
that happens very
he's-
early.
I
on.
think that's-
he's
shape.
still medium Thor when he's with the Guardians.
No, he's in
No, he's
shape.
Jack Thor.
He's
I think
yoked.
that's Marvel cold opening Marvel logo him working out. I think is
because
the
that would
order.
be like Taika made Ragnarok a comedy
Yeah.
type thing, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense to be like, okay, here's the villain, here's Gore.
That's what I think.
Here's the origin, he's a weapon, and then the Marvel Studios logo rolls and
That is
physical place in the background, and it's Thor hauling on chains. Yeah, like see that, and then
Yeah,
and then
that's
you
I
and
think
then cut to Thor being like
Goofy
yoked
Thor.
up in the vest with the Guardians in the spaceship.
I think
going
that's
wherever they're
definitely
going.
the order of
Okay.
operations
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, okay, I get that.
I can't wait to
Are
see
they-
him
I
be a
get
more
what-
goofy
yeah.
character than Star-Lord.
I kind of hope that we don't see Gore until the movie.
Me too.
At
You're
this-
gonna
no,
see
You
him.
know what? They showed
If you're gonna drop
Lady Thor.
Jane
It's not Lady Thor.
like that,
See how mighty he is.
Not Lady Thor.
not Lady
That's-
Thor. If you're gonna
that's
drop
the Almighty.
Jane like that, wait until, because he's another she's a huge part of the movie.
Yeah.
He's another huge part of the
Well,
movie.
they're basically
Give us one or the
reintroducing
other.
Thor.
Yeah, give us
It's
one
like
or the
it's
other.
no longer Chris Hemsworth.
I don't
it's
want
now
both. Yes.
Jane Foster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't
Or-
give me both.
You know what I mean?
Don't pull a Morbius and give me the fucking end credits
The fake,
in,
yeah,
in the
fake-
trailers.
They
yeah.
won't do that.
Look, I like that so far the only part of Gore that's been released was the beast
toys.
he kills.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, like that,
See some
that whole
comic-
shot.
He's in a
if-
poster
yeah.
though. I thought.
Yeah, he's on like.
He's on like no, it's just like toys and
It's
stuff.
an advertisement. for
Yeah,
the toys.
anything
They
that's
had
been
it-
shown of Gore is
They
They
all
had it
get
in a
leaked
poster.
really early, and
Yeah.
it ruins a lot.
Like,
And
No Way
toys,
Home.
Okay.
toys aren't always official either. 'Cause,
No.
I mean,
No.
you've had a bunch of shit
Some of
that
them just
hasn't-
put out like
Yeah.
No Way Home,
Yeah.
not No Way Home.
Far from home.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
They showed it with like
That
Vulture and stuff, Vulture, Shocker in their
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Lego sets. and
Endgame had stuff with like
They
the Hulk
released-
breaking out of the
Yeah.
Hulkbuster.
They
stuff. That
released
was
the
just a
white-
big fake.
They
out.
released
Yeah,
the white.
it
was all a
Wolf
ruse.
movie. Can't wait for
As,
them
like,
to do something like
Fun and getting paid
the
for it.
X-Men, which may happen soon because Kevin Feige wants to see them so bad.
X-Men and Fantastic Four, man. When they,
We'll
I
get
can't-
to
I-
that.
I can't wait for that day. Whatever
I think this is the perfect time to switch it. You
Yep.
want to talk the X-Men?
Yeah.
You want to talk?
So
no,
we want
yeah.
to talk Doctor Strange.
Professor Xavier in the Doctor Strange trailer.
Yes.
There's more of his voice in the end of that trailer.
You've
There
seen
is.
it.
Everyone,
Oh,
we've
I
all
watched
seen it.
I have seen
Okay.
it. I watched it
We've
last
all
night.
watched
That is
Yeah.
the '90s X-Men.
Absolutely.
That is the golden wheelchair.
That is
That's
golden.
the
I
gold
He's-
seen a thing that they put that they made him like that, and it was a perfect timing because they made X-Men like '97 X-Men.
Making, but yes,
They're in the process
Yeah,
of
they're
making.
doing it.
comes out
Yeah,
next
they're
year.
redoing it.
Like they're putting it on Disney.
It's already on
It's
Disney,
up.
the old one.
Yeah, like the old, that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
the old one is on Disney.
But then they're doing more seasons to it.
Yeah, so like that's why they made
But
him like that because
In
bring
this one,
that
it's so
in
much more.
that's
In the end of this teaser, it's so much more clearly his voice.
Like he has the golden
Yeah.
chair.
But
He has
I-
the parts-
I
And the
don't.
green
golden
suit.
chair is the different.
I
It's
don't
And the
think
green
the
suit.
golden chair.
Oh,
It's
we're
not
getting
matters.
right into
No, it's not. It's the
Doctor
golden
Strange
chair
now.
and the green suit.
I don't
together.
think it matters. I don't
Those two
think- I don't-
together, that's like putting. If you were to take like, if you were to do like a Spider-Verse thing, and the live-action Peter Parker you brought in had like the green and purple white polo. Do you know what I mean? From the
Yeah.
'90s
Yeah.
Spider-Man,
Yeah.
that type of thing.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Like if that walked on screen, you know what that is.
I think that's purely for that moment.
Yeah.
For people to be like, oh, that's what he wears in the '90s.
It
I
could
think,
be.
I think that's all it is.
Yeah.
But I think.
I think
like,
it's like they're doing like,
It's
hey,
the-
this is a comic accurate one. This is
it's to get us
When
talking
they-
like we are right
when
now.
they do the suit, like
Exactly.
because they've done that.
Exactly.
They've done that before with different stuff. Like I mean, we got first Captain America, First Avenger, and he's wearing the thing. He's got
The
he's
wooden
got
shield?
the
outfit, like
yeah,
the show
he's
one.
got
Yeah.
the showgirl
The showgirl one.
and then
suit.
they modernized it.
and then they modern. I think that's like it's just a nod to it.
It
I don't
could
think
be.
it means
that it's
this
that
is
one.
the '90s X-Men.
The only reason I think that comes is because it's the multiverse, right? Like they're pulling.
I
They're
know.
both-
and-
It's not
and-
like all the Illuminati
and-
members, which
But that might be like 'cause
Which
they need
there's
somewhere to
there's
pull from.
three
This
seats
is a fun
missing.
thing.
There's
Okay.
3 seats missing in
What
the
is it?
Illuminati.
There's-
When
there's
you're
6
looking
seats,
at
right?
Six.
There's
5 or
6
6?
seats.
Okay, so
There's 3 seats.
Professor
missing.
X is sitting in the middle.
Yep.
name one, Professor X. You can name the second one.
Mordo.
Mordo.
Do you think he's part of the Illuminati? Or
He
do you
looks.
No,
yeah.
yeah.
Do you
I
think?
say he's their like
'Cause his-
spokesman.
I think he's
Like, in
I
that-
think that make him a part of it.
like that's
Well,
not
they already
Mordo from
dropped
Doctor
him,
Strange 1. That's.
I don't
his-
think it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Like his
think
official when they
I think it's a
Funko
time
leaks
travel
and stuff.
variant.
His name is Master Mordo.
So maybe
I
he's
think-
his world's version of
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
I
He is
think
sort
Could
of
be,
so.
because he seems like a good Mordo, right?
Yeah,
Like-
he
like.
seems-
There's no way they would take the
Oh,
villain
yeah.
and be like, "You're gonna."
Because
work
there's
for
not
us.
going to
Yeah.
be a Doctor Strange on that panel. They're bringing our Steven.
No.
I think there was a Doctor Strange,
I
but
think
now
there
he's
was,
dead.
because he said.
Well,
And that's
Doctor
why it's
Strange
Mordo.
is an OG
Defender-
Illuminati.
Professor
Defender
X-
and Mordo, I don't see them. at
Professor X says in the trailer, he's like, "What kind of Doctor Strange do you want, or are you?
Well, there's already
What
3
kind
Stranges
of Doctor
in the movie.
Strange
Yeah.
are you?"
both. Yeah.
So you
So
see right there.
That's the thing. I feel like they
4,
already
isn't
met
it?
one.
3, just in the.
Like they.
So there's the
met
Defender one.
before
Zombie
in
one.
The
Zombie
multiverse.
one.
He's the
There's
Defender
Zombie.
one.
Oh, is he?
I think so. I could be wrong. I'm just speculating
Yeah.
this.
I
Because
think
the
he's got
Defender
more
one
hair.
is the Defender one is going to
No,
drop.
because he's got
The
a
Defender one's
ponytail.
dying in the cold
Yeah.
opening.
Like my
Our Strange has short short hair, and throughout the trailers, he's got the gray hair. but there's also parts of this, like him in it. He's got a ponytail with the gray hair.
That's Defender.
That's Defender.
Strange.
But there's, yeah, because there's another one too.
Evil Strange.
Evil Strange.
Evil
yeah.
Strange.
So those are the three, and then there's the zombie one.
Yes.
I think the
so
zombie
that's
one.
4.
It either just could be like Marvel Zombies thing.
Yeah.
Or I think it's Defender Strange.
They're
I don't
bringing
know
in
how.
Marvel. They're bringing in Marvel Zombies because.
Well, they're already bringing in What If.
No,
Marvel
Marvel
Zombies-
Zombies.
They're
that
bringing
movie.
in
What
What
If
If
is
no
canon.
problem.
Marvel Zombies is also getting its own show.
One because
That
they,
is-
They don't need it,
like
but
the What If,
That is a thing.
there's a scene where Steven and Wong are in a room, and he like shoots his hands out, and like snakes comes out of his hands.
Yeah.
That's from the What If. There's another one where like all like the ghost zombie type things, like the black, like
Yeah, that's where it's
ghost things
showing
there.
Yeah.
Zombie Strange.
That turns into wings. Like
It's not
they
wings. I know
form
what you
in-
mean. I know the exact
It's
scene you're talking
it's
about.
going into.
It's like a
wings.
bunch of arms and stuff.
It's
I know
a
the
bunch of
exact.
arms,
I can
but
visualize.
but in the
thing.
background,
Yeah.
it's turning into wings. You can see
Yeah.
the outline of the bottom.
I know.
wings.
Yes, I do know the scene.
Yes.
Like the exact thing that you're.
Do you
saying.
think we're gonna get Zombie Wanda?
Yes, because
that?
you
No.
already seen her. You already seen her.
I don't think that's
No.
Zombie Wanda.
I don't think
bring
that
up-
we're not getting
she's
Zombie
walking
Wanda.
through the open doors and her face. is
That's
a
not
mess,
zombie.
and
That's not
like,
Zombie Wanda.
That's a different Wanda.
One of,
Than
Yeah.
her, one of her.
I think that's
legs,
the evil Wanda. I
One
think
of
is
her
what that
legs
is.
are like carrying behind her.
No, because I don't. Cause
I think
the
that's-
Scarlet Witch is
I think
pretty
Scarlet Witch is
bad,
one.
right? Like
I
she's
think
kind of the villain of
she
the movie.
can be
I think
pretty.
there's
She's gonna
evil
be.
Wanda who is the reason that Doctor Strange is even getting called into the Illuminati. I think because they got evil Wanda is causing problems for them,
Yeah.
and maybe like
Okay.
he's going to see
Our
our
Wanda.
like Scarlet Witch Wanda, and like they're saying like we got to be careful with this because
Maybe
we
she.
got an evil one or there's some.
We
sort
don't
of,
want you to turn into
Maybe
it.
she-
Well, no,
maybe
see,
she's on the
way
path
you're-
that-
the way
That's
you're
an
putting
interesting
it,
take.
but like
That's what because I think I think one of the main villains is an alternate
Version of
if
Wanda.
You
I
put
think.
it, if you
There's
put it
so
like
many-
that, it's almost like he's just brought in for like questioning. Be like, hey, here's a heads up. Watch this. There's no reason.
I think he's in
And-
shit because
Yeah.
of No Way Home.
I think he's in shit because No Way
The
Home.
fact
Maybe
that
that
Disney,
sets up
like
a
Disney and Sony are
possibility.
two different things.
Yeah.
This is getting to like the legal part. Disney and Sony are two different things,
Yeah.
but the fact that Disney put out an official thing, it's like these are what you should watch before multiverse.
Yes.
And they mentioned Spider-Man. Like that's
Yeah.
Wanda
that's like more of a
mentions
Sony
it,
thing.
and she says like, you're
Spider-Man
good,
is
like,
name
you
dropped in the
do
movie, let the record
something
show that.
and you're
Against
the
the
good
rules,
guy.
you break
You
the
break
rules,
the rules, you're the hero.
Because he
Yes,
cracked open the
exactly.
multiverse. He
But-
did.
He fully
For-
cracked it open,
and that's
she just had her own little.
That's where I'm thinking
town,
that that's not what that's about. I think
It's about something
she's
else.
talking about something else that she is currently in
yes,
shit for.
Yes.
I think she's like it's probably her trying to get her kids.
Absolutely,
Oh,
because
that's
that's
what you
it's
say,
absolutely
and then
about
one
That's
of
in the
those-
trailer.
I don't think
Yes.
I don't think that line has anything to do with Westview at all because Westview, they already mentioned it earlier when they're in the orchard and he's like, nobody cares what Westview. That's not
Yes.
what it's
Yeah.
about.
And the other thing is,
Have
like,
you
when
know-
he goes
like-
to her, he mentions the multiverse. He says
Yeah.
it to her.
Yeah.
Like there's something going on.
In the
already
end
there.
of WandaVision too, like she's on a lake in a house
I think
with
he
like
might,
the two like
But-
different
and
like
here's the thing,
Scarlet Witch
she's
and
Scarlet
Wanda.
Witch.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
here's
And
the,
then
here's
when
the
like
trip.
in the trailer, like they're in a different
Wanda's
spot.
out walking around.
That's the
Wanda's
trip.
out chilling, and yes, exactly.
When they show like that scene where he goes to her, they show it in two different versions. It's
Yes.
like Doctor Strange going to Wanda, like civilian clothes,
Uh-huh.
and then it's Strange going to same place, but she's Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's not the back.
It's
So
end.
they're
not,
the,
yeah.
they're
It's
the
like
two different variants of each
wasteland.
other.
yeah.
they could also just be CGI.
Or-
a costume
or
on
it's
it,
like-
but yeah,
Or it's like, okay, Strange goes there and he says, "Drop the act," like I know what's going on.
yeah, and then she's
and
full,
Wanda
then
goes,
she's full witch.
yeah, and she's Scarlet Witch.
yeah.
Everything
And
around
maybe-
is a wreck.
Well, maybe he's like, hey, we need your help. Don't care about Westview, whatever.
Let it go. Yeah, it's forgotten.
You know,
'Cause it
we,
could be
we
after the
forget it.
Illuminati.
And he's like,
Yeah.
hey, I need your help with, I fucking cracked open everything, and now there's
And they're-
some shit from that. And
You're
I
the only
think,
one strong enough to help me.
Because
she's like, help me figure out how to get my kids back.
and I'll help you.
He gives her,
Yeah,
gives
a
her
one-on-one,
He,
a
he helps her
one-for-one.
with that. Gets in shit for it with the Illuminati.
and then ends up in the handcuffs.
I think the
and
Scarlet
then,
Witch
then he's
version.
handcuffed up, and then he's like, "You can't be working with Scarlet Witch. She's giving us a whole bunch of trouble already."
Yeah.
And then
Do you think he becomes the Sorcerer Supreme again in the movie?
No.
That's just the title.
I think they just.
That's
don't
just
do
a
it.
title.
Or,
Yeah,
or is
it's-
Wong just still
like,
going to be the
it doesn't really seem to make a
No.
difference.
most powerful?
Like
I think it's-
Strange is definitely bigger
Yeah.
than.
I think it's
Wong.
very possible Wong dies.
No.
Nah, I could.
I think it's
that would
In a
break
way,
my
yes,
fucking
because-
heart if Wong dies.
Since you just said what you said, there's two different Wandas.
That would hurt.
So the Wanda that goes and attacks the Illuminati that you see in the trailer, like
bad
Bloody
Wanda.
Wanda.
Yeah.
that's evil Wanda.
Yeah.
Scarlet
Yes.
Witch
Yeah.
is good Wanda. She's the one from WandaVision, and the evil Wanda is
Yeah.
like from
A different universe.
different multiverse or whatever it may be, and she's the one that like really broke, like snapped fully.
Like,
and Scarlet
like
Witch
House,
still,
House of M.
Yeah.
still has a bit of
Exactly.
She didn't have
head
a
on her.
vision or Strange come
Yeah,
and find her.
because
to
the
make it
Wanda,
better.
like Wanda, from
She didn't
the end
have the
of
friends to help,
WandaVision
yeah.
seemed pretty put together, right? She
Yeah.
was still stable.
All things
Yeah.
considered.
She
Yeah,
was
oh,
like
yeah.
a broken mess, but like
was
she
good.
kept
She was
it
like, no,
together.
She
like,
knew what she did, and
She
she's
restored
Exactly, yeah.
Westview.
Yeah.
She gave Agatha like
She
so
realized
Agatha's
what was
bad.
happening.
She
Yeah.
was the villain.
A little out there then. Maybe the end of WandaVision, where it shows her in the cabin, is the evil Wanda.
I don't think so.
No, I think she's the good one.
I think that version is.
I think the one that's
Good.
she's got the suit.
like
She's
she's
got the-
accepted Scarlet Witch.
There's
as-
supposed to
as
be.
what she
I don't,
is.
I don't know if it's across the multiverse or not, but there's only one Scarlet Witch. I don't know if that's across everything, but or
I'm
if
not
it's just
sure,
or
but
it's just per
I'm not
universe.
sure,
If
yeah.
there's only
Yeah,
one
I don't
because
know.
Scarlet
in all
Witch
the
or
big
not, 'cause
multiverse stories, there's only been one, and she's
that's
the
what
one that
Agatha
separates
seemed
everything.
to make it out to be like
Yeah.
that. There's
You're
only
the
you're the Scarlet
the-
Witch. You're
yeah.
the, like,
But
there's-
does Agatha
Yeah, I
mention
get
the
what you mean.
multiverse in WandaVision? Is there anything about
I
that?
feel
she
like
kind
she
of
might.
talks.
I can't remember.
she
That's,
loses
this is why you
it.
got to do a
Kinda.
rewatch.
Yeah.
You
Because
got to
Because
know
it
these
It
things.
gets teased mainly
She
because
talks
of the Ralph
about
Boner thing.
no.
but
She talks about chaotic magic and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
I don't know if she.
I don't know. I'd have to
explicitly says the
rewatch, yeah.
multiverse.
I don't know. I can't remember. See,
Okay.
it's been a whole year now.
Evil Wanda is causing problems for them,
Yeah.
and maybe like
Okay.
he's going to see
our
our
Wanda.
like Scarlet Witch Wanda, and like they're saying like we got to be careful with this because
Maybe
we
she.
got an evil one or there's some.
we
sort
don't
of,
want you to turn into
Maybe
it.
she-
Well, no,
maybe
see,
she's on the
way
path
you're-
that-
the way
That's
you're
an
putting
interesting
it,
take.
but like
That's what because
I
I
think-
think I think one of the main villains is an alternate
Version of
if
Wanda.
you
I
put it,
think.
if you
There's
put it
so
like
many-
that, it's almost like he's just brought in for like questioning, be like, hey, here's a heads up, watch this. There's no reason.
I think he's in
And-
shit because
Yeah.
of No Way Home.
I think he's in shit because No Way
The
Home.
fact
Maybe
that
that
Disney,
sets up
like
a
Disney and Sony
possible-
are two different things.
Yeah.
This is getting to like the legal part. Disney and Sony are two different things.
Yeah.
But the fact that Disney put out an official thing, it's like these are what you should watch before multiverse.
Yes.
And they mentioned Spider-Man. Like that's
Yeah.
Wanda
that's like more of a
mentions
Sony
it,
thing.
and she says like, you're
Spider-Man
good,
is name dropped in the
you
movie,
do
let the record
something
show that.
and you're
Against
the
the
good
rules,
guy.
you break
You
the
break
rules,
the rules, you're the hero.
Because he
Yes,
cracked open the
exactly.
multiverse. He
But-
did.
Fully
For-
cracked it open,
and that's
she just had her own little.
that's where I'm thinking
town,
that's not what that's about. I think
It's about something
she's
else.
talking about something else that she is currently in
yes,
shit for.
Yes.
I think she's like it's probably her trying to get her kids.
Absolutely,
Oh,
because that's
what you
it's
think.
absolutely
Yeah,
about
that's
her
in the
trying to-
I
trailer.
don't think
Yes.
it has. I don't think that line has anything to do with Westview at all because Westview, they already mentioned it earlier when they're in the orchard and he's like, nobody cares what Westview. That's not
Yes.
what it's
Yeah.
about.
And the other thing is,
Have
like,
you
when
know-
he goes
like-
to her, he mentions the multiverse. He says
Yeah.
it to her.
Yeah.
Like there's something going on.
In the
already
end
there.
of WandaVision too, like she's on a lake in a house
I think
with
he
like
might.
the two like
But-
different
and see,
like
here's the thing,
Scarlet Witch
she's
and
Scarlet
Wanda.
Witch.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
here's
And
the,
then
here's
when
the
like
trip.
in the trailer, like they're in a different
Wanda's
spot.
out walking around.
That's the
Wanda's
trip.
out chilling, and yes, exactly.
When they show like that scene where he goes to her, they show it in two different versions. It's
Yes.
like Doctor Strange going to Wanda, like civilian clothes,
Uh-huh.
and then it's Strange going to same place, but she's Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's not the backyard.
It's
So
not,
there's
yeah.
there's
It's
the
like
two different variants of each
wasteland.
other.
yeah.
They could also just be CGI and
Or-
a costume
or
on
it's
it,
like-
but yeah,
Or it's like, okay, Strange goes there and he says, "Drop the act," like I know what's going on.
yeah, and then she's
Wanda
full,
goes,
then she's full witch.
yeah, and she's Scarlet Witch.
yeah.
And
Everything around is
maybe-
a wreck.
Well, maybe he's like, hey, we need your help. Don't care about Westview, whatever.
Let it go. Yeah, it's forgotten.
You know,
'Cause it
we,
could be
we
after the
forget it.
Illuminati.
And he's like, hey, I need your help with, I fucking cracked open everything, and now there's
And they're-
some shit from that. And
You're
I
the only
think,
one strong enough to help me.
I think,
'Cause-
she's like, help me figure out how to get my kids back.
And I'll help you.
He gives her,
Yeah,
gives
a
her
one-on-one, a
He helps her
one-for-one.
with that. Gets in shit for it with the Illuminati.
and then ends up in the handcuffs.
I think the
and
Scarlet
then,
Witch
then he's
version.
handcuffed up, and then he's like, "You can't be working with Scarlet Witch. She's giving us a whole bunch of trouble already."
Yeah.
And then
Do you think he becomes the Sorcerer Supreme again in the movie?
No.
That's just a title.
I think they just.
That's
don't
just
do
a title.
Or,
Yeah,
or is
it's-
Wong just still
like,
going to be the
it doesn't really seem to make a
No.
difference.
most powerful?
Like
I think it's-
Strange is definitely bigger
Yeah.
than
I think it's
Wong.
very possible Wong dies.
no.
Nah, I could.
I think it's
That would
In a
break
way,
my
yes,
fucking
because-
heart if Wong dies.
Since you just said what you said, there's two different Wandas.
That would hurt.
So the Wanda that goes and attacks the Illuminati that you see in the trailer, like
bad
Bloody
Wanda.
Wanda.
Yeah.
that's evil Wanda.
Yeah.
Scarlet
Yes.
Witch
Yeah.
is good Wanda. She's the one from WandaVision, and the evil Wanda is
Yeah.
like from
A different
different
universe.
multiverse or whatever it may be, and she's the one that like really broke. like snapped fully.
Like,
and Scarlet
it
Witch
was
still,
it was of him.
Yeah,
still has a bit of
exactly.
She didn't have a
head on her.
vision or Strange come
Yeah,
and find her.
like
to
because
make
Wanda,
it better.
like Wanda, from
She didn't
the
have
end
the
of
friends to help,
WandaVision
yeah.
seemed pretty put together, right? She
Yeah.
was still stable.
All things
Yeah.
considered.
She
Yeah,
was
oh,
like
yeah.
a broken mess, but
She
like
was
she
good.
kept
She was
it
like, no,
together.
She
yeah.
knew what she did, and
She
she's
restored
Exactly, yeah.
Westview.
Yeah.
She gave Agatha like
She
so
realized
Agatha's
what was
powers, 'cause
happening.
she
Yeah.
was the
Might
villain.
be a little out there then. Maybe the end of WandaVision, where it shows her in the cabin, is the evil Wanda.
I don't think so.
No, I think she's the good one.
I think that version is.
I think the one that's
Because she's got the suit.
like
She's
she's
got the-
accepted Scarlet Witch.
There's
as-
supposed to
as
be.
what she
I don't,
is.
I don't know if it's across the multiverse or not, but there's only one Scarlet Witch. I don't know if that's across everything, but or
I'm
if
not
it's just
sure,
or
but
it's just per
I'm not
universe.
sure,
If
yeah,
there's
I
only
don't-
one
I
because
don't know.
Scarlet
in all
Witch
the
or
big
not, 'cause
multiverse stories, there's only been one, and she's
that's
the
what
one that
Agatha
separates
seemed
everything.
to make it out to be like
Yeah.
that. There's
You're
only
the
you're
the
Scarlet
Thor,
Witch.
yeah.
Like,
But
there's-
does Agatha
Yeah, I
mention
get
the
what you mean.
multiverse in WandaVision? Is there anything about
I
that?
feel
She
like
kind
she
of
might.
talks.
I can't remember.
like she
That's
alludes
this
to
is why
it.
you got to do a
She-
rewatch.
yeah.
You got to
Because
know
it
these
It gets
things.
teased mainly
She
because
talks
of the Ralph
about
Boner thing.
no.
but
She talks about chaotic magic and stuff like that, and I don't know if she.
I don't know. I'd have to
explicitly says the
rewatch, yeah.
multiverse.
I don't know. I can't remember. See,
Okay.
it's been a whole year now.
Different.
I
Okay.
think that Defender Strange is from America Chavez's world originally.
I
Yes,
said this. I
yes.
had my prediction.
Yeah,
of
we
this.
talked about
So
this
the
before. Yeah.
cold open
Okay.
thing,
Yeah.
Where we talked before.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the cold open to Doctor Strange happens in America Chavez or Chavez.
Chavez.
however you want to say it.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. So before the Marvel Studios logo rolls out, starts in their universe, and it's her and Defender Strange versus
Whoever.
Talk about Gargantos.
yes.
Yeah.
So him. So I think it's Defender Strange.
I don't think that was Defender Strange. Though.
That was regular Strange.
That was
far.
regular
Strange.
Strange.
No,
When
I
he
know
when he, like, cuts the
no,
bus?
I'm not talking about that.
Not the
I'm not
bus,
talking about
the
that.
bus.
So let me explain this. So before the Marvel Studios logo rolls, we're in America and Defender Strange's universe.
Yes.
And it's them. Actually, it might not even be their universe. It might be in the middle of multiverse
Yeah.
because
Because that's her power.
right? I mean,
She
that's what she
she
does.
Yeah,
hops
like her
back and
thing is
forth,
multiverse
yeah.
travel. So it's her and him versus Gargantos, and or whatever monster it is, and he kills Strange, and then Defender Strange is like find like the other Doctor Strange or like you can travel the multiverse. He knows about the multiverse, so he gets dropped. And at that point, she goes to another universe and ends up in the New York thing,
In, like,
our
the
MCU,
Marvel
and then
Cinematic
the Marvel
Universe.
Studios logo rolls out.
See, like that's good, but like, I
That's
can't
universe
see.
travel. That's like here's two different Doctor Stranges.
Yeah.
We're in a different thing. But also the thing that you said, the stringy guy.
Yeah.
I think there's
it's
like a
the Mummy
couple of
Man.
different villains here.
It's
Oh,
the so with that, I think that like the way in the they have like, did you everybody watch like the 1 minute? Like,
seen them all.
Fight scene with Gargantos.
Oh yes, the brand
Where
new
he
one. Like the
turn-
actual scene.
I
Yeah,
don't
where
think
he
I
he
haven't seen
turns
that
the
one.
bus into.
I don't look at those. I don't watch the scenes.
No,
but
I was
There's
just
nothing
watching
really
the break, yeah,
spoilery.
there's
It's,
nothing
it's
really
the actual
crazy,
scene
it's
from the
just,
movie. It's like
yeah.
the starfish thing attacking her.
He cuts Gargantos' leg off and he turns the bus into like
He chainsaws it in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
no,
he cubes
turn-
it.
Yeah, he turns the he
separates
turns
the
the bus,
bus.
into like
bunch
almost
of
like a
different pieces.
newspaper almost. And
So she can fall out of
America
it, yes.
falls out, and
Okay.
the cape goes and saves her and comes back, and then like, just it's cool. But like the whole thing is like, I think the way that our Strange just kind of fucked with Gargantos, I don't think he could kill Defender Strange.
I think he could.
Like I think it'd be
Well,
because the way
here's what I
our
think.
Strange just chopped him up and made him
Well,
look
I,
like a
I,
fool.
I think it's.
feel like
I
it
don't
was
think it's.
just
I don't
too
think it's.
simple.
I don't think it's Gargantos that kills him. I think it's the
I think he's just like
The other
the
person,
guy
right?
that you're calling the mummy guy.
Is
yeah,
one
the
that-
Mummy Man.
Is
His
based
name's like
but he's
it's
ba-
something weird. It's like
he's
Thur or
based off
Tur or
of-
something.
He's
literally
based off of
From what I found last
like
night, he was
there's
called the Mummy
there's
Man.
a spell that Doctor Strange does in either Infinity War Endgame or
Yeah.
Doctor Strange where it's like it's like a band that like wraps around and holds onto someone. It might be what
He does it to he does it. He does it to Thanos.
Yes. Okay.
That's
Yes.
That's him. That's like
'Cause, like,
the
all
bands
these-
of this guy, and it's like this is
all
the
this-
guy.
all the
Okay.
spells that
So
he does
if you're
are
saying
based-
that, then
all the spells
based
that he
off
does are based off of something.
Yeah.
so
Like the
that's-
Eye of Agamotto, that is an
Yes.
actual Eye of Agamotto.
yes.
Agamotto's
Yeah,
like
so
some
like
magical being.
when he
That's
does
another-
that
that's
when
another
he
thing we
does
can
that
talk about,
move,
The Crimson Bands of something. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's,
I can't remember what it
that's-
is.
But
the
in
of is this
Yeah.
guy.
it's probably like 45 seconds into the trailer.
gotta look
Chavez is like
Jumping
Yeah, fine.
tied.
It's
No,
bothering me.
she's tied up
in the multiverse.
No, she's tied up on like chains.
Yeah, but it's in the multiverse that
It
shot.
is, but
Yeah.
like, and then after that, it's the mummy coming in like to eat her.
The Crimson Bands of Sidorak.
Yes.
Sidorak
Okay,
is
different person.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I think
Sidorak
we're
is
talking
what I
about a
believe to
different
be the
person.
mummy
Yeah,
guy.
I was looking
So
at-
there's another guy, and
Yeah.
like this is like visual, like what you can see in the trailer, and they edited this so bad. So the monster, whoever it is, I can't remember his name. It's something silly, but the monster's
it's
back
Sidorak.
here. He's facing this way. No, it's like something like Char. I don't know. Anyway, the monster is here, right? He's in the back. He's facing this way.
Like the mummy thing?
Yeah, that's what I
he
think.
kind of looks
Is
like
that what you
Swamp
mean?
Thing from the DC universe.
Okay, yeah.
I can't remember his name, but anyway, the monster's
Man
here. He's
Thing?
facing this way. Wong is in front of him, facing the same way.
No,
And
if
they're-
you,
they're
if
cutting-
you slow that down, there's Wong's here.
Wanda's in the same thing too.
Wong's here, Wanda's here. There's one here, and if you slow it down, there's another one in the back
But they
corner.
edit it
and I think
very
I
badly.
think they're surrounded by them. That's the thing.
It could be, but
Because like there's
I think-
one
I think
here,
they're
and
probably
if you
surrounded, too.
really slow it down, like to point, like what I did was 0.5. There's a quick one that comes up right behind Wanda too.
Are you talking about
And
this
the
guy?
ro- yeah, that.
Show me.
This is
exactly.
who I think is. I think this is
Okay,
Sidorak.
I'm
Okay,
talking about a
yes,
different guy.
Yeah,
That's
this
who
is-
I'm talking
That's-
about.
This is who I'm talking about.
I know
I
who you're
forgot
talking.
about that
I
one.
know who you're talking about now, though.
That's
That's the one I'm
They
talking
edited
about.
so
Because
bad.
He kind of
Because
looks
this
like the
guy's
spell
this guy's
too.
got America Chavez.
He
Yeah.
has, but he also has Wong
Yeah.
later on in the trailer too.
But I think he is going to kill Defender Strange. That's why I think
That
Sidorak-
guy is gonna kill.
I think
I
Sidorak is
totally-
going to kill
I totally
Defender
forgot
Strange.
about that guy. So it
when
could be him.
you were talking about the guy with the one eye was gonna
Yes,
kill
the
Strange.
star. But I forgot about.
I think this guy.
That
oh,
one.
sorry. I
It
think
probably
this guy
is
killed
that one.
Strange. Yeah.
That's what I think he's going to kill Defender
Yeah.
Strange because he's
Yes.
with America Chavez.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And
that's
I think he's
multiverse.
gonna pull
And
some
that's-
like
Travel.
yeah.
Like that's not
like
just
protect
in a.
her,
It's
like,
literally
where-
happens. The scene
protect her,
happens
like,
in the
like,
multiverse.
Yes.
when
kind
she's,
of thing.
Yeah.
Like some shit's gonna happen and then.
I think
he's gonna jump in.
Defender Strange has a very very soft spot for America Chavez.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
why.
also-
Well, 'cause she's like a
they
little
talk,
kid, and
though.
her power is to
So,
travel
like-
through universes.
I say
That's a
there's a good
big
chance
one.
If
he
he,
might have
if he
trained
dies in the first couple minutes and then the shit goes on, where do they talk? Because they're
Right in the
talking
beginning.
in a scene. You think that's at the very
That's right.
beginning?
Yeah. I mean,
That-
That's
I
what
feel like
opens up to
There's
everything.
probably like a
There's a
3
lot-
3 to 5 minute cold open.
there's a lot of Defender Strange.
A lot
In-
of Defender
in the
Strange,
trailers,
yeah.
at least.
I say that's all.
I
of
mean,
it
they
But it's
could-
kind of all in the same spot.
There's
They
at least a
could-
minute and a half of Defender Strange.
They
well,
could.
he's
They
always
could
saying
just
the
yeah.
same
They
shit,
could put
though.
all of Defender Strange into one thing.
In like that one bit, and that's
Yeah.
what I
They're
think it
trying to
is.
make us
I
think it's gonna be
agree
a
with
big
you.
part of the movie,
But really,
it'll
they
be
kill
the
him off
first
right away.
15 minutes.
If you notice too, like the clock or
And
the
then Chavez
watch
will come
that's
in and-
on,
Oh, the broken.
The one from
the
Doctor
Broken
Strange
Watch?
1.
yeah,
that
Christine's watch. It's
She's part of the.
it was
multiverse.
in. Oh
Shout
yeah.
out to the night
It
nurse.
Night
was
Nurse.
in. It was in every like trailer, little teaser thing. Because
Yep.
I think something's gonna happen with Strange. Either obviously one of them are gonna die, but like it's almost like time's ticking. Like you have to do something. But also that watch when they open like the sea door, like the big ass like
The one
round
that goes
around
out
door
into
Oh,
that
yeah.
goes
multiverse?
out into the one multiverse. There's a scene where it's Steven, America, and
And Night
Christine.
Nurse.
Yes.
Different. This is a
It's
different
not.
Christine.
It could,
Yeah,
it could,
But her watch is
different
the
one.
thing that opens up the door. Like
I don't think so.
her watch is on the handle. Like
If
if
you're
you look at
I hadn't watched it at 0.5 speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might not be there.
if
You
you
might have-
yeah.
Watches at point two.
If-
I watched it normal
if you,
15
if
times.
you look
and
at
Watch
it,
is at
if you look
0.1
at it
and
while
just-
he's spinning the thing, the
It's the
watch
watch.
is there. The watch is
could
on the
be.
door.
Okay.
And
But
the
if-
whole,
if-
like
if
the
that's-
engravement on the watch, what does it say? It says "Time will tell how much I love you."
Yes.
Yeah.
And, that's
And
like
time is
Strange to
ticking.
Christine.
Christine dies in this movie.
At least.
Yeah,
I
that-
think A. Christine is gonna die in this.
That-
movie.
Hey,
Yeah, because here's
like
the thing:
our
every main
Steven,
character is
our
pretty much has
Steven.
like a variant.
Yeah,
Well,
our Steven's main.
Shout
I
out to
mean, if we're
Logan.
talking what
Easily.
if getting involved in this,
Well-
Christine is dead.
Yeah.
So that's like the.
But I think
That's
how
evil
they're
That's
Strange.
the
gonna,
evil
like-
Strange. Where
and
like, the
that's-
things
You,
got to
evil you think that's Evil Strange?
I don't know.
I
don't
think
think-
our
I
Strange
don't-
turns into Evil Strange.
I
I'm
think
50-50
I
on
think
that.
there
No.
is another
I
Strange
don't
that we're
know.
not seeing.
So do I.
Because I don't think
I'm
what if
50-50.
I don't think What If Strange is an Evil Strange.
Because he did the good
He's
thing at
not
the
e-
end.
He's not evil.
He finished it. He finished good.
By
He just-
No, he's
locking
not
Ultron
evil.
up in the
He just-
multiverse
he
or
just
in the
wants-
mirror dimension.
Yeah,
Speaking of Ultron, what about those robots?
I think that's just a.
Those are Ultron bots.
Those are
That
Ultron
involves
bots.
the Illuminati.
I don't know.
Yes, those
That's
are
like-
Ultron bots.
Now, if you want to
But
talk
it's
to
not-
Illuminati,
I would
Well,
like.
fucking
Can we-
hate agreeing with Garrett.
Oh, here we go,
but
folks.
There might be a slight chance we see Tony
okay,
Stark.
the Illuminati.
I
Who
don't
was
care
in the
if we-
Illuminati?
I don't care if we
Tony
see.
Stark.
I don't care if we see Tony Stark.
long
I
as we're
care
not
if
in-
we see. I will be
RDJ.
mad if we see RDJ.
Yeah,
It's not gonna be.
I-
It's not gonna
I
be
would
RDJ.
love- I'm.
It's
I'm.
Cruz.
I'm
Okay,
fully.
no, I'll
I'm
fucking
fully
hate
fine.
if we see Cruz too.
I'm fine with. I'm fine
I
with
don't
Tom
like
Cruise.
It's
I don't
great.
want to see an RDJ.
I'm
I
fine
do.
with Tom
No.
Cruise.
if I
If it's RDJ,
Your
I
thing
riot.
from over a year ago, if we see a Chris Evans in there,
If we see,
the only thing I want from that is what they did in What If, where he's president in some universe. That's it, and it's just a stupid little thing where Chris Evans is talking and he's president of the universe.
Okay, hold on.
Sitting in the
Right,
coffee
So,
shop.
well, one second.
me and Garrett
We have a little bet.
currently have a $5 wager. Garrett believes that initially it was Garrett believed that in some way or another there would be an evil Chris Evans,
I thought it was going to be
within the
Hydra
movie.
Chris Evans.
Either Hydra Chris Evans or just he's just evil Chris Evans. So now me and him have a $5 bet that
I said it was a $25 bet.
it was
it's
it was
just
$20
$5.
because it was like 5. It was like
I was
whoever
gonna-
was in on it,
Yeah.
but then you guys didn't want to get in. on it
But
or
there was
whatever.
3 of us on the same side, and Garrett.
Yeah,
would've
well,
had
I'm
not betting anything
Garrett,
on this
Garrett
movie.
singled me out.
Yeah.
So as long as there is no
New footage.
new footage of Chris Evans being in this movie, and by new it's like
You can't
if-
reuse old footage.
They
Yeah,
can't reuse
can't
old
reuse
footage,
old
but
footage.
if they do like.
If it's old film.
If
they
it's
do-
him as
they do,
Captain
like,
America.
even if it's like how in Winter Soldier they have like that point where they go back and he's tiny again, and he's like talking to Bucky about going in the house or whatever. Like if it's something like that, if it's a past event that they got him back to film more stuff for, then that's no good. But if it's
Like an old
if it's a
flashback.
variant Chris Evans, if it's
Human
you know,
Torch.
if it's Human Torch, if it's evil Chris Evans, just a different one. If it's President Chris Evans, anything like that, Garrett gets $5. If there's none of it at all, I win the bet and I get $5. So that's what we currently believe. Because I don't think we're getting new.
So Chris Evans will now.
Evans.
Chris Evans will be the version of Iron Man we see in the Illuminati.
No.
All right, so that's our bet.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think. Do you agree
Who's
with?
gonna win? Yeah.
Do you agree
I
with?
think-
Do you agree with me, or you want to be on the losing side?
It's not even at the point where it's like I think that's what it's gonna be. It's like I'm gonna be mad if we see Chris Evans in this.
Me too.
I don't think Chris Evans will be in this.
I'm gonna. Be,
I don't
I'm
think
gonna be
RDJ will
upset
be
if
in
he's
this.
in it.
The
RDJ's
only-
not in it.
No.
The only acceptable thing Chris Evans can do for me if he's in this movie is
Say on your
Human
left.
Torch.
If he comes in as Human Torch,
If he comes in as Human Torch, I will physically
I will
shit
have
my pants.
there's a
Actually-
different reaction. I'm
I
going to
will
have.
shit my pants if he comes in as a Human
if we
Torch,
get-
and that's it.
If we get Peggy Carter in it, we might see
We'll get-
There's not
a
if.
flashback. Of
There's not if.
We are getting Peggy
We are
Carter.
getting
We are
Peggy
getting
Carter.
That
She's
might be
there.
how,
Captain
that might be how
Carter.
we get a flashback
That could
of
be a
her.
different. That could be a different.
Yeah.
Could be a
Does
different
that
version.
count into your bet?
If it's
Garrett would win
new
that.
film.
Yeah, Garrett
if
wins that.
If it's
Yeah.
a new thing of Chris Evans. Then
Yeah.
yeah.
That might be the way we
Right
get it.
Right now, one of my most
I hope not.
anticipated
Well-
like cameo things in the whole movie is Haley Atwell's Peggy Carter.
Yeah.
Or Captain
Oh.
Carter.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
she's in
Not
it.
Peggy,
Yeah.
she's Captain Carter.
She's
She's gonna
Captain
have
Carter.
a
She's
decent
Peggy
run.
She's
Carter.
in it. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
cannot wait to see
She's
that.
not-
shit.
it's
She's
not-
got the jetpacks and everything. Like she's in.
I don't
there.
understand the jetpacks. Did she have it in What If?
No.
No, she had.
she
the,
probably got
she
it from-
had
It
the
also
first Iron Man suit.
Kind of just makes
pretty
sense.
much.
Yeah.
Probably got it
it
from
does.
Stark Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stark Tech.
I
Yeah.
think that might be
I
a
think
comic
there's
thing.
more of a chance of us seeing Howard Stark than there is of Chris Evans.
If Howard Stark's there, then I'm
Maybe
never
not a
going to
chance.
be
Howard
flabbergasted.
Stark is the Iron
What
Man
Howard
on the
Stark?
Illuminati.
Yeah.
Then I don't like that either.
What Howard
Because
Stark
we
are we
need some
getting?
form.
Like just like a brand new one? Or are we
Dominic
getting-
Cooper.
No, we're
Dominic
getting yeah,
Cooper.
we're
Or,
getting we're
what's-
getting the OG.
The older.
I forget the older one.
We're getting the younger
The one that's
version
in-
of
the
Howard.
one
I can't remember
that's
the
in,
older one.
He's the guy from Mad
Okay,
Men.
Mad
so-
Men, yeah.
We're getting the younger version of
There's
him.
6 spots on the
Because
Illuminati,
Haley's
right?
not
Okay.
that
Well,
old. Or Captain Carter's
so-
not that old.
6 spots.
6 spots.
We already know
2 of
there's
them.
there's
For sure 2.
and
I
we-
don't know where Mordo
And
stands.
I would put a good
I
bet
got
in
a
that they
bold
are,
prediction.
that
I
they
have
are
bold
not
prediction.
going to include Black Bolt in this because they are trying to forget the Inhumans.
What
altogether.
is
I
an
will go the
Inhuman?
opposite direction, and I will say they're putting Black Bolt in it.
So you actually think that Black Bolt's going to be on the Illuminati?
I think it's
I
going
don't
to be
think-
Captain
I think
Carter.
they are
It's gonna be
sweeping.
okay.
Okay.
Let everyone give a chance to give their 6. You go first.
So I think it's going to be Captain Carter, Professor X, I don't know which one, Black Bolt from the Inhumans, some version of Reed Richards.
Give me a prediction.
It's John.
Give me a fucking John.
I do think it's going to be John Krasinski. That's more
What,
like me wanting
what
it
if
to be
it's
John
the
Krasinski.
original movie? retraced.
That would be cool too.
That
would be cool.
I'd like
Because
that.
that'd
I'd
be
like
a good
that.
way, and then we get John as
He was also a dumb Reed Richards.
It wasn't a smart man.
or how smart Reed's supposed to be.
I
he
think
was.
it's Miles Teller.
Well, no.
Give me no.
Here's an idea. No.
Oh my god.
What if
Let's
we
just
didn't, though?
forget about
Give me
that
Michael
one.
B. Jordan as the
You don't
Human
want-
Torch.
You don't want to see Fan Forstick.
I would rather
Miles Teller?
Thanos' snap in that movie.
Okay. No,
Alright,
so
so
I
that's
I
4.
think it's going to be Captain Carter, Professor X, Reed Richards, a John Krasinski version. Did I say Captain Carter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Black Bolt.
That's 4. See,
I
now you
don't-
get spicy.
see, yeah, the Mordo
Here's what
one
gets
throws me off because I don't know if Mordo's going to be in the Illuminati.
I think there's a shot where he's sitting.
No, he's
In there?
He's
No,
standing.
No, I
Standing.
think
Standing,
there
he's-
there is a shot where he's standing, but I think there's one where he's sitting too.
So
I think he's their like counselor or like.
If he's
could be
not-
their
I think
security.
If he's not a member, he is currently filling in
He's kissing ass.
while they find someone new.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he takes.
Like
the-
maybe Defender
maybe he
Strange
takes
dies.
Defender
Mordo
Strange.
fills
See,
in
yeah, it would make
while
sense if
they look
Defender
for-
Strange was
while
on
they
the
look for someone
Illuminati.
else.
Yes.
Mordo's from his.
So they're
I
from the
think
same
the
universe.
two of them doesn't make sense.
So you know what? I'll throw Mordo on there, but he's in place of Defender Strange because that makes a lot of sense.
That's a good
For
one.
the last
I like
one?
that.
I really don't know. Where do you pull from? The Avengers?
Black Panther?
Really? Like,
I can give you.
I can give you one.
a good
I can give you one.
Black Panther.
It's
No.
Killmonger.
No, I
It's
can
not
give you a good
Killmonger.
one right
I don't think
now
it's Killmonger.
From the movies. Endgame.
Oh shit. My bad. Endgame. Scarlett Johansson sitting at the table
no.
eating her.
No.
Yep.
Nah,
It's
nah,
Namor.
nah, 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 nah,
Namor.
Not Scarlett
Go
Johansson. I
right
mean
for it.
Namor.
It's Namor.
Namor's not coming
I-
until.
There
He's
is-
coming in a Black
there is a
Panther.
All right, let me-
disturbance in the sea.
Okay, I think we're getting.
You know, two of them right off the bat. so-
We got. I think there's got to be an Iron Man because they got the Ultron bots.
Oh, really?
I think it's if it's not Iron
Tell
Man.
me more about that Iron
it-
Man.
Well,
it's
Reed
not-
Richards could have made it.
If it's not an Iron Man, it's a comic accurate Hank Pym
I would like that because of the
Oh, okay.
Ultron bots.
who's
Okay,
making
yeah.
who made
Yeah.
Ultron bots.
Yeah.
Who?
Okay.
Do you think it's a new actor or do you think it's Michael Douglas?
It's young, down, CGI'd Michael Douglas.
Michael
Would
Douglas?
be my guess.
Yeah.
I
That'd
think
be
I
the
think
way we
otherwise you
would-
get confused.
That's the only way we would know because he's a.
Because he's the one that makes
Or it
it
could be like
Ultron.
it could just be a young other actor that's like Hank Pym to kind of.
Because he makes Ultron. Like,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Tony Stark
Yeah.
making Ultron isn't
That's
accurate.
brand new.
Wait,
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hank,
Hank
Pym
Pym
is
makes
the guy that
Ultron.
makes it,
Oh,
and he does
shit.
it for like the main reason is to protect Wasp and
Yeah.
the rest of the Avengers type thing, like same thing that Tony did,
Oh,
but like the
shit.
primary focus was Wasp.
Okay.
So Ultron in the comics can't touch Wasp.
Like
didn't know
Ultron,
that.
Ultron
Because-
wasn't originally used for the Infinity Stones either.
Yeah.
It was just made
Yeah.
through Hank Pym.
Oh, okay.
So I think
The more
either
you know.
we're either getting an Iron Man or a Hank Pym. I think Mordo fill in
That one,
sort
yeah.
of thing.
He's
Professor
filling the
X-
empty
Professor
chair.
X we know.
Given.
I don't know if I can't get on board with Black Bolt.
I don't like the idea, but I,
feel
think
like
they're doing it.
I feel like they're so badly trying to sweep that under the rug and just say forget about it.
Never
It
happened.
Never happened. Nobody went to Hawaii. There's no big dog. Well, I don't know
Forget
what
the
you're
dog.
talking about. You're being weird right now.
The dog's real though. The dog's a big
Big
thing.
dog.
The dog is their big thing, right?
Who else? What's that? What's that? 3 of them?
Oh, but what about? Yeah, okay, continue.
I would love to see Richard Reed.
Reed Richards.
Reed Richards.
Richard Reed from accounting.
The
Field of Reed.
Unrelated. He's
The
unrelated.
Field of
He
Reed.
just
but
stretched
it's
his
a
name
He's
Reed.
around.
unrelated
Don't
to
worry.
Fantastic Four.
What
Reed
version?
Richards, I didn't think it initially, but you said Captain Carter, and now I'm really on board with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like she's on
Because
there.
I mean, especially just from like the what if, like the fact that she even got brought in the first place.
And like the little
Into What
teaser
If?
trailer they did.
Yeah. So I
Like
think
her
I
versus
think,
Wanda.
yeah, I think she's now
Uh-huh.
I'm fully on board with her being in it. And then I think it's a Black Panther, but
You're playing a dangerous game if you do that.
What are they gonna do with that?
I
Killmonger.
think
Mine, hold on.
I don't think they can do Killmonger because I feel like
Killmonger
I
from
feel
a
like
different
they've
universe.
shown
They've straight up shown in
They've
the
shown
live action
Killmonger
and
is
animated,
bad.
he's a villain.
he is bad.
There's no version
Whether
that
Yeah,
he
he's
is
no
good.
redeeming.
But so is Namor.
Maybe the Illuminati's bad.
Namor's not bad.
Namor
Namor's like-
Namor is
Namor's
part of
50-50.
Namor's like
yeah, okay,
Black
yeah, he's half
Panther,
and
like
half.
Aquaman. He's the king of
I
his
could
kingdom.
I could see them doing like a Shuri Black Panther.
But she's
for
already
the-
kicked
for the
off the
six.
fucking movie.
Possible.
No,
but-
she's back.
She's
But
back.
but they could like I
She
could
should
see
be
them
kicked
I
off
could see
the
them
fucking
doing a
movie.
different person altogether.
That's fair.
Do an older version
right,
and
Then
be his dad.
what Latita Wright?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, she's very controversial right
Yeah.
They could do it to
She's,
T'Chaka.
she said some. She said some things.
At least
My
the.
favorite-
Well,
They could do
Okoye.
T'Chaka.
They could
Like,
do
No.
Okoye.
Or-
Okoye.
I don't
Um,
like that. I don't
What's
like
the
that.
other one?
the warrior girl.
No, not Okoye. Okoye is the warrior.
Oh,
girl.
his the
His
lover girl.
girlfriend?
She's
Yeah.
driving me
Oh
nuts.
wait,
Yeah.
what's her? I thought that was Okoye. That's okay. I'm getting mixed.
Jonathan.
Okoye is the.
Okoye is the leader of the
leader.
Dal
Okay,
Malaj.
I was thinking like the
What
one
if-
that
Malaj.
the
what
one
if-
that T'Challa is like
What if it's
kissing.
M'Baku? I know I just said that wrong, but
M'Baku?
You actually said it right.
I'd be. Yeah.
I'd be
M'Baku,
all
I'd-
aboard
I'd-
for
I'd-
M'Baku.
M'Baku's not a big enough.
My
A Black
favorite,
Panther M'Baku.
my
But, like,
favorite
he
outcome. If
wasn't-
it was gonna be a Black Panther, my
Mine would be M'Baku.
My
Would-
best-
Mine would be
Yes.
M'Baku too, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's Black Panther.
my
Mine
favorite
would be-
outcome would be an older T'Challa, and it's like Denzel Washington or something like that. Like an experienced
See,
Black
you're
Panther.
Paul-
my God,
A
okay.
seasoned
I think
one.
they're so worried right now to do another.
Oh
To
yeah,
do a Black
That
Panther
is-
that's
Yes.
and not be like this is Black Panther, but it's not.
Rest in
Well,
peace
first
to the
off, they
ghost.
This is M'Baku,
Yeah.
but he's now being Black Panther.
Well, first off, they already said
Like,
like we're not going to touch Black Panther anymore.
No.
They already said that like after
That's
they're
why I
also
don't think
doing
they
a
will.
Black Panther
Chadwick
movie.
died.
But
All
yeah,
right,
and
all right, give me your 6. Give me your council.
Obviously, you got Professor X. I think there's going to be some version of a Tony because of Ultron, like what you said.
if they do
Or-
an Iron Man, it's going to be Tom Cruise.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It really is.
So
Like,
that's
And
two.
you guys ripped on me for it.
I
did,
didn't.
and
I
then
just-
we got
I
closer.
did,
We're
I
all
did,
doing
because
it.
I don't like
disagree.
it.
I was
Changed
behind
my
this
mind.
part from the start, just
I
not
don't.
Creed,
I don't
Evil
like
Chris
Tom
Evans.
Cruise.
I've been saying
I
it for
mean,
years.
I like Tom Cruise, but I don't.
Let that
I don't
show.
I
think-
think
So
he
have I.
looks so much like Superior Iron Man.
Anyway,
continue.
continue. Yes.
Two of them.
Okay, fuck. I got those two.
Professor X and Iron Man.
Iron Man. Haley. Carter's a given, yes, because of that shit.
I wouldn't say she's a given,
I
but
would say she's,
No.
she's
well,
showing
not
up.
like
Doesn't
a
mean she's on
given,
the
but
council.
like I feel.
But I
like,
think
I also think she's on it. But
yeah.
yeah, if they're putting her in the movie and she has the big enough role to
They
fight
put a lot
Wanda.
of significance on her.
Yeah, to fight Wanda of all people, like one of the main characters of the movie, she
she's
has
probably-
to have a little
Let
bit more.
this also show. I cannot wait for where they show Captain Carter versus Wanda.
oh,
Yeah.
Like
She's
Super
probably-
Soldier
yeah.
versus fucking Scarlet Witch.
Oh,
she's
that's-
probably the
that's gonna
muscle
be-
of the Illuminati.
Oh
though,
yeah,
like-
big
Yeah.
one.
Oh, she's gonna be
Yes.
like the toughest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they bring in Namor because of the name drop in Endgame.
I think that's
Not yet.
Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
I think it's Black Panther.
Okoye.
just-
well, it wasn't name drop.
They were
Oh,
talking
there's
about
a time
the.
Okoye
at the
was like-
stop of the
Disturbance.
water.
There was there was
Yeah.
like a
Earthquake
disturbance
in
in
the
the
Atlantic
water.
Ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're
I
just
think-
gonna
I
let
think
Coast to
that
Wakanda.
But that's what I think. That's what Black Panther 2 is.
Namor
meant to be.
is going to be
Yeah,
the
he's
villain.
supposed to
Okay.
be in.
of Black
Well,
Panther 2.
we
So-
don't know that.
Let
But
the
he's
man-
not
let the man
always a
talk.
villain.
Let the man talk.
He's not always a villain. I don't know what there's 5 or 6. There's 5,
6.
right? There's 6.
Apparently 6. Yeah.
And you've said 3, or
No, I said
4 with Namor.
4. So and what's his face? Mordor, not Mordor.
Mordo.
Lord of the Rings. Um,
Do you think Mordo's in it?
I think so. Not as like what you said.
Like a fill-in?
Almost
you
like a
said was the
fill-in, yeah.
He's like,
Explanation
yeah,
I could've
Defender
given.
Strange
Not
style.
That makes so
Yeah.
much sense.
Stepping in.
He's
Yeah.
not like a major role. He's just
He's a
kind of like
substitute member.
The
Yeah.
other
to
thing.
go
Substitute
get
teacher.
people and bring them to be counseled.
Yeah.
Like he's doing with Strange, yeah.
Maybe that's why he's
Um,
bringing him.
He's looking for his
That,
his
yeah.
full seat.
Like maybe
Yeah.
they're taking him in to be like, hey,
You want
we
to join?
need
You want to join
him,
the
yeah.
brand?
let's
Yeah.
tell him the truth, buddy.
You're in trouble. But
got
you
one
join
more.
us and you can-
I would love for there to be like a true Black Panther because the Black Panther is like the controversial part of the Illuminati. Like to be like you guys aren't all what you think you are. Like you have to realize like you can't just put yourselves like as the gods of Earth, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of like what he does in the comics.
So you want
I
Black?
want there to be a Black Panther, but I don't want it to be Shuri.
So you think we're not getting?
You didn't say Reed.
You think we're not getting to Reed Richards?
I don't think yet.
I don't think we get a Neymar
I-
and a Black
I
Panther.
don't
I think
think
John
so.
One or
Walton's
the other.
coming in as Reed, and that's it. For
I don't-
that one.
I don't
I
think
he's
it-
probably getting dropped in this movie.
I think
I
Reed
don't think it
Richards is my
happens yet.
is my least confident of
Yeah,
my
that's
six.
what I'm saying.
Mine is Iron Man.
I don't think it happened yet.
I'm least confident in Iron Man.
How? Did we have the? We got the,
I'm almost
the
more
The
confident
Ultron.
about
I
Iron
know.
Man than I am about Reed.
What
Richards.
if- Reed can do Ultron.
What if Ultron is?
He's on the
Is on
couch.
the- Yeah,
Supreme,
Ultron.
Supreme Ultron.
Yeah.
What if they're
Or
all
whatever
robots?
his name is with the fucking Infinity Gauntlet
Yeah.
shit.
What if
I'm
they're
least
all
confident
robots?
in
Ultron
in
Spring,
Iron Man.
I'm least confident in Reed Richards because I feel like that's a lot to do.
It is a lot. Definitely is.
So I'll give you mine. I think
Evil Chris Evans.
Evil Chris Evans.
It's
Evil Chris
It's
Evans.
Chris Evans
The
from
Human
Scott
Torch.
Pilgrim versus the World.
Human Torch.
Chris Evans and
Chris
Knives
Evans and Knives Out.
Chris Evans is gonna come out with.
Snowpiercer.
Yeah, Chris Evans is gonna come out with.
Unreleased Chris Evans from The Gray Man. Upcoming
And,
Netflix.
and
he's gonna
my
come
sixth.
out
Hold
with,
on, hold on. My sixth member. A
It's
little.
Deadpool.
It's Buzz Lightyear. My sixth would be definitely Professor X, 90s cartoon version. Don't shake your head. Let me have my
I'll
moment.
shake my head.
And then Captain Carter. I think that it's
I feel like those are too solid.
Mordo as a stand-in for Defender Strange because Defender.
Really solidified that one. I'll give that one.
That
to
one,
you.
Yeah.
You manifested the
Yeah.
round table
I'd
calling
try my
that.
best.
I'm
You
surprised.
did.
I'm actually really surprised none of you said this one, because she's in the fucking trailer. Is Monica Rambeau? So I said, Captain Carter,
It's still confirmed.
Professor X, Mordo, Monica Rambeau, Reed Richards. Who the fuck is my sixth one gonna be? Hugh Jackman.
Wolverine.
Evil Chris Evans.
I want
It's Gene.
If you could.
Gene
I
on.
want X3 Juggernaut.
I'm Juggernaut, bitch.
Take that.
So-
I don't know who my sixth one would be. Fuck it. I'll hop on board your hype train. I'll go with the Black Bolt, even though I don't think it's gonna happen.
So-
No way they do.
I don't
Black
think
Bolt.
it's happening. I don't think
way.
it's
if
happening.
If they're doing Miss Marvel, and they won't make her Inhuman, there's no
that-
way they're doing Black
That's a
Bolt.
conversation we'll have in the
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
That's a conversation
Episode
for.
like 4 or 5.
See, and actually,
We'll
but
revisit
because
that one.
My pick, and it's because of why I think it's going to be Reed Richards. It's going to be one of the members. Is to do with Miss Marvel because they changed her powers. Because they're
I
not
think
bringing
Ryan
new-
Reynolds' Green Lantern will be in it because of Miss Marvel.
I think because they changed hers from not being like
Stretchy, like the stretchiness.
They're confirmed they're bringing in Mr. Fantastic.
Tough.
Mine's pretty much
He can do it for
the
a school
same as
project.
everyone else's, where it starts with Professor X.
Obviously, his voice is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the most solidified.
Yeah,
one.
Professor-
he-
So
that's
it's
a
basically
that's a
who's your
given.
five?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a given no matter
No,
what.
wait,
Yeah.
We got three.
Well, it's
pretty much.
Professor X, Reed Richards, a version of Iron Man,
You're putting
the
both in.
stand-in,
I think.
Oh, that's my sixth. The version of Iron Man.
version
I
of
think the
Iron
version
Man,
of Iron Man
Yes.
is like
Mr. Fantastic,
Uh-huh.
Moros stand-in,
Okay, that's.
Captain Carter, and Hank McCoy's Beast. There's 2 X.
Oh, this guy!
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Beast.
Hank McCoy's Beast.
Wow.
It's Kelsey Grammer.
He's the better
Yeah.
beast.
Wow.
Optimus Prime is going to be sitting.
My name is Optimus Prime.
It'll be Optimus Prime, but he's speaking beast
I
dialogue.
would just love to
No,
see,
it's
I would
Meek
just
in
love
the
to see
Illuminati.
The 5 of them sitting in Optimus just in one of the chairs.
Darth Vader's in the middle.
That's an absurd. I was not expecting that one, Glenn.
Hank McCoy.
So I had to come with a different one that no one else had.
Okay, I want to ask this. Since he said beast,
That's a good
out
answer,
there.
though.
Yeah.
If you could have one cameo in the Multiverse of Madness movie, what would it be?
It's Beast.
One.
Okay, wait.
If you could have one person, not in the Illuminati,
We'll
just
start
like if
with
they're
Glenn.
bouncing between universes, you
And
have
they
you have one
show
cameo.
up.
One
Who
cameo
is it?
in the movie at all. We'll start with Glenn.
If you say Optimus Prime,
No,
I
it's
got it.
Cable.
I got mine.
Cable's good.
Cable is good because he does
Because
bounce
Cable
around.
brings in the X-Men, brings in Deadpool.
Technically,
Yeah,
yes, you're right. That
You're
makes
right.
X-Men
That is
canon.
a good one.
Evil Chris Evans for $5.
Than $5.
This will be our final episode.
We're done after this.
If evil Chris Evans comes into that movie
Yeah.
next week, you'll never hear of us again.
No, I got a different thought on the whole Cable thing.
Like
but,
a serious answer.
Wolverine. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Jackman.
Yeah, and like a little.
If they were going to do Wolverine, I would want them to do a different Wolverine.
No,
hurts,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
That
they
hurts,
got
yeah.
it.
Unless the only way I said this the other day,
No,
the
I'm,
only way-
I'm changing my answer.
Yeah,
I'm changing my
better.
answer.
if it's
Yeah,
going to be
good.
It's Rocket
For
Man.
$5,
I
change
want
your
Hugh
answer.
Jackman. I want Hugh Jackman, but I want him in
the animated.
No, I want
like
I
full
want him in The
costume.
Greatest Showman.
Yes.
I want to tear Egerton and Rocket Man.
It's gonna be Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
Wow.
That's my pick. That's my pick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man,
I'm alright with that.
Shit,
I'm
that-
alright-
yeah.
that
Or Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider.
no.
Well, you're going with who?
I'm
Oh my
I'm
God.
fully on board with Nick Cage Ghost Rider.
I
So
would-
is he.
If you-
Fully.
if
No,
you-
no, no.
Yeah, he's
No, wait,
on
did
there.
Nick Cage
Alright.
movie come?
If-
that just
If
came
Ben
out?
Affleck's Daredevil came up, everyone needs to back the fuck up in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna
All right.
pop.
All right, you.
All right, go ahead.
You
go
go
ahead,
now.
Go ahead.
If I could have
Me and
one
him
out of
gotta
them
think,
all, I really think it would be Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man.
And
No, because
He was rumored to have been on set.
not even that. Andrew Garfield's my favorite, but I feel like Tobey Maguire's
got one.
experienced Spider-Man fits in that
go to
zone more. And if they were like bouncing through multiverse,
I get that.
then there's like more of a story.
Okay.
Just to, like in 30 seconds, you could just have Tobey Maguire, fucking Kirsten Dunst, and a child,
Yeah.
and that tells a whole story, right?
Literally, easily.
Tom Hardy.
If
Topher
we're
Grace's
like
Venom.
just a quick cameo, not really a character in the story. I want Childish Gambino, Miles Morales.
No, see, like,
Oh, I like it, but he has to be like an aged Miles.
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've never seen
I
an
just
old
wanted
Miles.
just a
There
quick thing.
hasn't
Well,
been,
yeah,
I
I don't
don't
think
think.
there has been.
because he was supposed to like.
It's a good pick though.
They had like an animated
Or
show.
even like
He was supposed to.
And he was supposed to
be-
voice
No,
it,
he
right?
was. No, he was. Well, yes, and then he was also supposed to. He was rumored to be the Amazing Spider-Man 2. He was a finalist. They were gonna go with that version.
What?
He was
was
gonna
go-
be Miles.
He wasn't
instead
even
of-
going to be Miles. He was just going to be Peter Parker.
Yeah, they were just
That's
gonna.
I don't like that.
oh yeah, and then
No.
But
Yeah,
this was
he is
before
like
Miles
Miles,
was
yeah.
made.
yeah, and then there was a whole.
And then they made Miles based off of Donald Glover.
It was. He was like Miles was
Yeah.
based off him. So,
That's a good pick. I
yeah,
like
that,
that.
that outcry pretty much made.
but
created
him as
Miles.
Miles, like it has to be an aged one.
And then-
that
and
would
then-
basically like Donald Glover's.
What about him
Miles
in the
Morales
Prowler
would be
suit?
like Tobey Maguire's Peter
I
Parker.
don't know if I'd want to see him as
okay,
Prowler
no,
because
I want to
he is
see.
the Prowler. In the
I was
MCU.
gonna say, like,
That's what
I
I mean,
want
but
to
in
see
the
him
suit.
as the Prowler, like in the suit. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to see him
But I feel like we-
selling weapons out of the
I
back of
feel
a
like
trunk.
that's
I want to see him
not-
full suited.
It's not
I
big.
feel like that's not currently off the table.
It's not.
No, it's
Neither
easily
is
still
that
on
other
the
dude
table.
is
It's
Matt
easily
Gargan.
still
Yeah,
on
They've
the
I
just
mean-
ignored it since what
Yeah,
2016.
and that's what I
Yeah.
think we might get a bit of that.
2017.
I think
I
we might
wanna-
get a bit of that now.
And
Well, we
It's
are going to
kinda
get a
like-
whole different.
Low-
Mine's
low-key
kind of like
stuff.
off what Glenn said. I want to see like, not like a quick little like smirky comment. I want to see Deadpool like in
I was thinking
like
Deadpool too,
like a
but
full like give me like
Well,
a
that's why I
full
like
like
Cable, 'cause
I-
if Deadpool was
Five-
going to come into the
5 to
MCU,
7
Now's
second
the time.
scene.
this is it.
Yeah.
I want to see a full 5 to 7 second like
Yeah.
little scene, like not little like oh here he is now he's gone. I want to see like a full
I
5
think-
second scene.
I want him to
give
be
him
the
one,
end
give him
credit.
one line
The best,
and
like
then
most,
let him go.
the best, most accurate Deadpool thing would be like to have him pop up in a post credits and he like sat there and wrapped up the multiverse shit.
Literally.
Because
Yeah.
the entire multiverse madness is going to be like this dark, like horror
Uh-huh.
vibe thing,
And
then
give him a
Deadpool's
little
post credits
thing,
and
yeah.
and it hits him sitting there like,
He's like,
wow,
yeah.
that was a lot. Right?
I want to
yeah,
see.
that would be
that.
good.
I want
That
to
would
see
be good.
Deadpool, and I want to see him curse and get bleeped, and I want him to acknowledge the bleep.
Well,
The, like,
see,
the-
I want
Oh,
like
you
he
mean
gets
the bleep?
he goes to curse and,
I
and
immediately
something
went
beeps,
to
he
the
goes,
blip.
yeah, well
Yeah.
that's because we're in a PG-12 or
see,
PG-13.
that's sort of
PG-13
like
now. Yeah,
why
yeah.
I went with
I-
Cable.
I
Because-
think that he's definitely coming in this movie.
That's
at
right.
the
I,
end
know, I
credits.
feel like
this will be the time to. do
yeah.
it.
I think
Deadpool
easy.
3
we
is already
know-
like we're known.
we
like,
know
it's already
Deadpool is
come.
coming, and
It
that's
is,
why
yeah.
They're
that's why
working
I
on
didn't
the
say.
script right
I was
now.
gonna say Deadpool, but I don't.
I think.
I feel like we're already getting Deadpool, and that's why I didn't.
Yeah.
That's
but
what
I
I mean.
feel like
Like,
they
if
could
we
pull
get-
back
like, a cameo's more
anytime.
something like, oh my
I want
God.
to just
Yeah,
know.
but like that, if we
100%.
get,
Yeah.
if,
Oh, yeah, I know.
Say
I-
if
like,
we
I'm
get
ready.
Cable just in
I'm
a
ready for him.
blimp, like going through portals.
Yeah.
Hit Deadpool and it goes. Do you guys see my buddy Cable there?
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Cable was a good pick. I was just
Is
saying,
Josh
like,
Brolin
like,
playing
yeah,
two
oh,
characters in this movie?
Like
Yeah.
that,
And
yeah,
that's how it
something
ends.
like that, right?
Yeah.
Like something in the most Deadpool
What if we get Harry
fashion.
Styles?
As arrows.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't see it.
I sort of forgot about
Yeah,
him.
Harry
no.
Styles is Harry Styles.
My God.
I
At
would
a
love to
concert-
see it.
At a
really fuck
concert?
with people.
What if we get
But he
Deadpool-
brings
It's-
out Lizzo.
It's Wong at a One Direction concert.
What if? What if? I got one
Him
for
and
you.
America Chavez just
What if
going.
you're going through like all these portals and there's one where Eros has the gauntlet instead of Thanos? Just like a little.
Yeah.
A little tease.
You want to go?
Pip
We're going a whole
Patrol
different
got
way,
it.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going a whole different way in the universe.
Well, I mean, you're jumping
Patrol got
universes.
Well, Thanos is like
season?
Thanos
I'm so
is this.
happy Pip
Yeah.
Patrol's in the movie.
Eros is. I wish I had a pick of
Is
like, Harry
vibing.
Styles on deck. Like,
So the reason
silly
why I
outfit.
said Deadpool is because in the trailer of Strange, they're like flashing through the multiverse, and he's like, him and Chavez are passing through the dinosaur universe,
Yeah.
and in the
Deadpool rides
end,
a
Badlands.
dino.
Hold
in
on.
the end,
The dinosaur
Uh,
universe
I would
is
love
the
it.
Badlands.
I would love
Yes,
a
Let that
fucking-
be known.
what's his name?
That's a thing.
in the end of Deadpool,
What are you
he's got
thinking
like
of?
the whole dinosaur bullshit. Like
no,
whole
man,
thing.
Moon Boy and fucking
You're talking about the actual dinosaur?
yeah,
The
and
red one?
The red. What's his name? Red.
See, I don't know what they're talking about.
I know what they're
There's
talking about.
It's a duo of an old cave cave boy,
Uh-huh.
and a red dinosaur, a red T-Rex. What's his name? Dino, like.
Dino Dude.
Right.
Oh my God, it's driving me nuts. But it's like it's like two of them, and they're like
Okay.
buddies, and they. What's his
Devil Dinosaur.
name? Devil
No,
Dinosaur.
this is
the
Devil
guy.
Dinosaur.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
you're definitely gonna see
Oh
Devil
my
Dinosaur.
God,
Then.
I love Devil Dinosaur. Oh,
That was
yeah.
you dug through the archive.
Yeah, it was a
you
deep
seen it?
dog.
As soon as he mentioned it, I saw some like.
Yeah,
Moon
you
Boy.
swung at what you
Moon
see
Boy,
You
Devil
coming.
went there and as
Dinosaur.
soon as you said Moon Boy, I was like,
Moon Boy and
The
Devil
next one's a
Dinosaur,
dinosaur,
man.
isn't it?
Oh my God, that would
yeah,
be
that
sick.
one was
If we got that in the Badlands,
deep in the filing cabinet.
yeah, that would be dope. Also, we haven't talked about it either, but there's like when they're going through that, there's like comic.
Yeah, comic.
Animated,
That's What If.
Animated.
That's
scene.
What
You
If.
think
What
that's
If
gonna be
area.
What If?
Okay,
No, it's not
so
his
That
X-Men.
looks more like actually.
bring that
comic
up.
book.
Are we
Could
getting
be
the
the
Watcher?
90s X-Men.
Are we getting the Watcher?
Forgot about this. Do you know what? I changed
Could be
mine.
Spider
The
first.
Watcher. Jeffrey
Yes,
Wright is the
are
Watcher.
we getting
live
the
action
Watcher as
would be
Jeffrey
my
Wright,
number
yes.
one cameo. Was the thing.
Yes. Are we
Yeah.
getting
That
that?
makes so much sense.
Yeah,
He's
that does
great.
make fucking
even if
sense.
the dude-
I
it's
feel-
like a stupid post credits where he's just sitting there and it's like
he wraps
he's
it up.
watching
He
another
wraps it up.
universe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
like a
wraps it up,
Deadpool
yeah.
type
He
thing.
wraps it up
Uh-huh.
with Deadpool.
Yeah.
Oh, like Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool, and Jeffrey Wright's Watcher sitting next to each
Yeah.
other, like just watching Doctor
No,
Strange.
just Ryan Reynolds and Jeffrey Wright, no costumes.
Sitting in
Oh my
the living
God.
room, like where they did Deadpool and
That'd
Korg.
be fantastic. Yeah, literally.
That right there. Do you know what? Yeah, that right there solidifies the Deadpool canon.
Oh,
Yeah.
he already is.
Like
He's
he's
with
technically
Korg.
already there. That's
With
there.
Korg.
It's
Korg.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Him
you
and
know what?
fucking Watcher Tiki.
That was
Taika
the
Waititi.
official.
Taika
That
Waititi.
was,
Taika's a
that was
genius.
the reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That really was.
I think that. So I'll give you my end credit. I don't know what. It's
Oh, I don't have a post credits for this.
I got a mid credit.
I got nothing.
Or no, maybe.
Not
I think the end.
Actually, you know
have-
what? I got something, but
Are we getting 2 credits?
Yes.
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 Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I'm going to
3.
say something at the end because I know this is a thing that happens.
The end credit, I believe,
This isn't a spoiler.
is,
No.
is Deadpool going through one of the doors
Uh huh.
and trying to find his way into the Marvel Cinematic
Like a-
Universe.
He's
I know.
actively trying to get.
Yeah, like he keeps opening doors. He's like, no.
trying
That would
to
be,
find-
if he
Oh.
opened doors
Trying to
like
find-
Fantastic Four, like the Amazing Spider-Man.
He's like, nope,
just
been
shifting
there.
But
through.
he
Yeah.
has to open one, and it'd be Mickey Mouse. He goes, "I think I found it."
That would be great.
Yeah.
Something like that would be. That
That's,
would be.
that,
like,
and I don't know what the
I
mid
would
credit
like
would be.
you've been like trying to get this for a while, like him in the like the Mickey.
The House of Mouse.
I think that would be a good way to like introduce.
Imagine
him.
if
Like
that's
a
just
funny,
he's just
like,
walking
little,
across a battlefield
cute
after
way
it's
to do
over
it,
with
yeah.
the ears and a balloon.
I would love to see him walk into the Batman universe as a door.
There's
Like,
one
that'd be
cameo.
funny.
I am 95% sure it is guaranteed, and I won't say who it is. I will
Well,
say
you
the
have to
actor though.
say.
No, I'll say the actor. That's it. What I know is it's Charlize Theron, like the Mad
Charlize?
Max. Yeah,
Yeah.
like her.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Yes.
However you say it.
Yeah.
It's
So
Charlize
apparently
Theron, yeah.
she's like
The fucking
solidified in
baddie.
the Doctor Strange movie. I won't say who she is, but apparently she's.
That's for
in
you
there.
to decide.
You broke the fourth wall. It clicked too.
That was weird.
On that note, I think we can end this.
I
Yeah,
think,
I
I think
think
we wrap
that's
it up
the
on
end.
that.
Yeah.
Um,
That was perfect. Camera,
So-
phone went off.
thank you. Thanks, guys, very much for tuning
For
in
the
and
5
watching.
people that will
Yeah,
listen to
thank
this.
you.
5 of us.
You know, if you guys got any ideas or thoughts on anything we've said, you think if
Dra-
we've been completely wrong about shit, feel free to let us know and
Call us out.
Call
we
us
love
out.
a good
tell
debate.
tell us we're wrong. Tell us what you think.
Please.
Also, give
anything
us
in between.
give us some topics to talk about next week, maybe.
Well,
let's-
we'll be talking Doctor Strange
We're
next
gonna be
week.
talking
Yeah.
about the movie,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, give
Spoilers
us some.
ahead.
And some Moon Knight.
Give us some
next week we'll have the
questions,
Moon Knight
some-
finale.
Moon Knight-
Doctor
Moon
Moon
Strange
Knight
wrapped up.
finale comes out. Yeah, give us
Oh my God, we're
Give
getting
us all your
Moon
stuff.
Knight finale and then Doctor Strange the next
back
day.
to back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Episode 2
You
is
know,
a fully
you thought,
loaded
You
chip.
thought episode 1 was big. Wait till episode 2.
Episode 2 is a nacho that has cheese, green pepper.
All right.
Thank you very much, guys. We're
All right, thanks,
we're Comics
guys.
and Cold Ones.
And we'll
thank
see you
very
next
much.
time.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
See ya.
See yous.